How about now?
Do you want me to go check?
No. How about now? How about now? Dancing in the street. How about now?
That's only wounded.
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 Left arm, right arm, wounded. On my stream, can you hear me? How about now?
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Carson Mason.
Oh.
No.
Okay. It is now pissed.
Yeah,
Is that the end
sounds
of your
about
turn,
right.
Mistedia?
Yes.
Okay. Mog,
Hi. Christ.
it's your turn.
Right, what do? Okay. First fight, everyone. First.
Yay!
Hey!
Trial by fire, quite literally. Trial by fire, quite literally.
You
Right.
can do this. Have
I got it.
fun.
I've got this.
Don't
So,
die.
Don't die.
Just need God and the dice to be with me, and you know.
Believe
God
in the heart of
won.
the cards.
All right. You want to attack?
I want to go for that one.
Okay. Scroll down here.
Scroll down there.
Right, and find the fire being number 9. Just hover over, and you'll get each of the fire beings. All right. Try dragging it out.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Oh, I got it. Wait, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Right.
Perfect.
Fire being number 9.
Fire being number 9.
Okay. Control. Hold down Control
Hold on, control.
and click on fire being number 9.
Perfect.
Now go back up to your character. Let go of Control.
I have.
Isn't that
Okay.
a pillar in the way?
There is.
Maybe not that one then.
There you go. You're now targeting fire being number 9.
Yeah, but I can't. There's a pillar in the way.
All right. In which case, why don't you go for fire being number 7 then?
Because everyone else is.
So
How about fire being number 2?
behind the wall.
Behind the wall. Yeah, it's got to be that one.
You could
isn't it?
move.
You could move if you wanted
I could
to.
move.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far away from Sesh though, because I've
The
got some
healer.
healing potions. And if she
You don't.
needs them-
My spells have range. Spells
I
need
would
to
say
heal have range.
also concentrated firepower. Take them down as quickly as possible.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'm
because
gonna
their
move over
health
here.
after that. Yeah, I mean, my attack was fairly average, and they're still in green wounded rather than yellow.
They're also all about to go before
Right,
anyone
fire
other
being
than you.
7 then.
So scroll back down to 9.
Yeah.
Isaac, is that fear?
Control.
Is that
Of
fear?
course it is, Roach. I
Do
fear
I,
every battle you
Alright,
put me in.
Now go to
do I
7.
hear fear in
Control
that
and left
voice?
click.
You-
Okay, now your attack is focused
hear
there.
Perfect.
All
The
right.
verbal
Yeah.
version of me wetting myself.
Fair. Yeah. that's
Okay. So
Alright.
unsurprisingly, Warlock does Eldritch Blast.
All right.
Woo!
And blast.
Yeehaw.
Blast.
And blast.
Do I just need to double click?
No, the dice. Click on the little dice
So,
next to it.
In your
Isn't the little dice next to it? She has to go into
Actions.
the character thing.
Actions.
I have
Bottom
no
of the sheet. Actions. Little tab at the bottom of the sheet.
That's it. Click on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be dice next to the weapon. At the top of your thing, you should say weapons, and you should be able to click one
It's
of
not a weapon. It's
not a
Oh,
weapon.
it's a
spell. So you go
You
down to your
click-
cantrips, where
Click the magnifying glass.
and then it'll reveal all the little
And then
options you
click
can
your
do.
attack.
damage. Or no, attack.
Well, no,
Attack.
Attack,
You have to roll
not
one.
damage first.
It's a
Hey,
hit.
oh hey,
Hey.
Good.
Okay, so now he just hit you.
Now I hit
damage
that.
button.
Oh,
Good roll.
Ooh.
Good roll.
amazing roll! Look at that.
Yeah, really good. So, a bolt of you
Perfect, thanks, babe.
grasp your book
can't.
closely in a
Sorry, that
blast
was me.
a blast of green energy comes out from your hands as you target the creature next to Isaac, and the magic seems to strike and do damage to it. The fire being is now becoming slightly wispier, like and a color shift is occurring, like it's like a bonfire dying down. Okay. So now
Oh, there you go.
Now
Fire
they go
being
lots
one.
of times.
Yes, because
Brace for impact!
So we're gonna
Fixed
go
bayonets!
5,
Yeah.
10, 15,
Fix that.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Oh no, they can move through walls.
Oh, Roach, that's not.
I
very
mean they
nice.
are like.
yeah, I
ghosts, so-
forgot about that.
Yeah, you see it. You see it as
I've seen that
if it-
happen. Yeah.
yeah. If you see this thing moving and flying, it seems as if the being is not stopped by the slightly porous nature of any of these pillars. It kind of disintegrates and then reassembles on the other side. There's like little wisps of flame. So this one comes right up behind Mog and Rivallon,
That's not nice.
and this one goes ahead and targets Mog.
Rude.
And yeah. Oh, by the way,
Is this a surprise attack though?
No, can't be.
no, it's not a surprise attack. Oh, by the way, Isaac and fucking Ustenia, you are both going to take 2d8 fire damage, one for the attack Ustenia did, and one for Mog's attack, as the flame loses containment and you are burned.
I didn't know that would happen.
Do we not have a chance to block that?
Reaction
You-
shield. Sorry, it's just what
Any
you
But
normally
creatures
say.
any creatures within 10 feet of the creature take
10 feet!
as you
Okay.
feel like the elemental plane of fire is channeled through this creature, and it brings a hot flash of actually no, you would take a Constitution saving throw. Constitution saving throw 15. That is correct. I read that. So I'm gonna need Ustenia and Isaac to both make two Constitution saving throws.
Is it generally I have advantage on these now, or is it only when concentrating?
It's only concentration, I think.
On saving throws that maintain your concentration, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just needed to make sure.
So make two Constitution saving throws, both yeah. You succeed, and
Out
you
of 50.
succeed. You succeed, and you succeed. So neither of you take damage. There's no half damage for this. It is just you take full damage or no damage because it's only 1d8. It's 2d8 because I forgot the first time. So
Yeah.
you're fine.
Yay for our modifiers.
Yay,
Plus 7
modifier.
We're,
But-
we're, the hell, we're the healthy
You don't take
ones of the
damage.
party.
You don't take damage, but you do feel it when
Yeah.
Ustenia slashes at the creature. You feel the hot waves come at you, and you also feel it when it's struck by that blast.
It's like opening the oven to check on your
Yeah,
food
no,
for the
yeah,
first
yeah,
time.
it's like a furnace is opened in front of you, and there's a hot flash. Yeah. But the one next to Mog and Rivallon targets Mog, and you see it conjure a flame and fire it at you, Mog. So 22 to hit.
Yeah.
No!
She has a 13.
Okay. And that does
It's official. God
6
hates you.
damage. So you
Official.
take
God
you take 6
wants you
fire
to die.
damage. Actually, I double check. Is this just a normal roll?
You already got it. It's
Okay.
already wounded.
It's a D8 plus 3. Woof.
And it's doing its second attack on Rivallon.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Let's miss.
10 misses. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, somewhat creepily, you start noticing, you hear the roiling flame as it gets closer, but you also hear right underneath the roiling flame, not the creature emitting it, because its mouth does not move as if it's making sound, but you hear children's laughter.
Oh,
Every time it's
of course
moving.
of course
It's
we
all
do.
echoing in here. It's I know it
Yeah,
freaks you out,
But as
so
we've
I have to use
established, Rivallon's a sociopath, so he just goes, and...
Yeah, no, to be fair, children's laughter's okay. If it was blobby blobby blobby, I'd be much
Oh, what is
more
your thing with
freaked
that today?
I to add context to this, I am petrified of Mr. Blobby. Like in
Did
in
you
all
grow up
reaction-
wetting yourself over Neil Hammond's madhouse?
Well, I had
Noel-
like
Noel
one
Edmonds.
night. Yeah, Noel Edmonds house party.
House
Yeah,
party,
every
that's it.
Saturday.
Yeah, every
poor
Saturday.
guy.
But
I expect
this one
Mickey
shifts
too
over.
young to...
so I was about
15 feet.
2 when the Mr. Blobby soul went number 1.
I can
And then
imagine that
targets-
would be a scary
it
time.
kind of fed into a nightmare.
Targets
and
Isaac.
Then
Oh, poor Isaac.
yeah, is this a close combat attack?
Oh no, this is fire being 10. It just shifted over and it fires
Okay,
a
no
bolt
worries.
of fire at you, misses. Second attack. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And does 10 fire damage to you. That was actually a really good roll. So
That
you
was
feel
an-
you feel yeah, this
Jesus.
is yeah.
Oh
Feel- you
god, these guys can. Oh wow. Okay, I'm just working out how quickly these guys can wipe us out quite quickly.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly.
Pretty quick.
Yeah!
For numbers, yeah.
Well, you feel a firebolt like sear into your upper shoulder as it just catches you, and these things are all like shifting and moving around, and it's just like fire against darkness, and like the mirage effect of the hot flame. Okay, number
The
2.
black wispiness of smoke.
And goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Shifts down, targets Sash.
But yeah. Anyway, so today I
Hi.
on
19
Twitter.
to hit.
A lot of my friends follow
Yep.
this parody Mr. Blobby account, which is Mr. Blobby saying horrendous things. So it
Fire
always
damage?
gets, like liked into my thing. It said something today that I was just like, that's really freaking creepy. So
Second
I
attack.
retweeted it saying, I hate this.
Miss.
And then the Blobby parody account started tweeting me and filling me with dread. So that was my Mr. Blobby experience. Story finished.
This one goes
For
into melee
podcast
attack
Listeners
range.
who missed what happened previously, Roach has continued to DM
Oh, they can hear.
the NPC.
Yes.
It's all right. There's quite a lot of.
We've already gotten complaints about, big combats take forever because you get off track. So no, fuck you. I'm doing this. You're either gonna pay attention or you're dead.
Literally. You're
Yeah.
either going
This
to pay
one-
attention, and if you don't answer a question, Roach
So
will
what you're
actually
saying is, Roach, you're doing this kind of combat thing where you're attacking Isaac because he won't shut up about Mr. Blobby.
Oh no, this one's going for Ustenia.
Oh,
This
okay,
one
fair
shifts over, goes 10 feet over, shifts to Ustenia, targets him. And instead of creating a bolt of fire, you see its hands morph into a kind of like a fire sword or whip of something like that, and it makes a strike at you. And
kinky.
Ouchie.
I wasn't going to say it, but
It's
thank you very much, Mikey.
that's
You're
an
welcome.
8, which misses, and its second attack, 22 hit.
Just about.
Yeah, well, what is your AC? Is it 21?
21.
21 in a minute.
You son of a bitch.
And
Okay.
it will be 22 when the shield's done.
Yeah.
Okay. And it
Can't wait for my
does-
full plate.
I'm not.
Eight.
Yeah, I'm not wearing heavy armor either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That does 8 fire damage.
Can't wait for it. It's so fucking good.
It strikes. It strikes you, and you feel like scorched
Scorchio.
on your skin.
Want to know
You
how
block the
Mrs. feels
majority of
about a
the
pink
attack. It's
little
mostly just the
spider.
heat getting close to you. Okay.
Oh no, my pale skin.
We are halfway through the list of fire, guys.
Yeah, halfway.
Halfway there.
I'm going to suggest that we all
5,
focus on one
10.
at a time.
This one is going to attack Isaac.
Marco, that's his name.
Marco.
Marco.
Polo.
12 to hit. Misses. Natural
Five.
1. Misses.
Midge, what's your AC?
15.
Okay.
Yep, it's all in the back of my book.
The
What?
Book of Mog.
Book of Mog.
It's in the Book of Mog, yeah.
It's in the Book
It's in the Book of Mog, therefore it is locked.
5.
Talking about El Scorchio, not the Lady El Scorchio, but I actually saw the Death of Snowy with the guy from, Harry and Paul in it.
Yeah.
He does a brilliant job in that, Paul.
Sorry.
What am I?
El
I don't know if I've
Scorchio.
mentioned. I don't know if I've mentioned this
Luso
before.
Hispania.
Being 5,
I love that
being
sketch.
5 targets Rivallon at range.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but one of my lecturers is in a Harry and Paul sketch.
Misses with a 14.
Yep.
That was correct.
Misses with a 14. I rolled the exact same thing twice.
Yes.
Sounds like
Rivallon
it's back to
being
the.
So bolts are racing past you as just fire is starting to erupt in here. By the way,
Rivallon
these
goes
things
full
start to move. You're
Matrix.
seeing, yeah, yeah.
Matrix.
You see cobwebs and things that are up in the upper part of this chamber start like catching fire, and like.
Luckily,
little
there's not much
bits of
wood in
smoke.
here.
There's almost no wood. Number 6.
Which is good, otherwise we'd all be on fire right now.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one's going to target Rivallon.
Damn. God damn.
21 to hit.
Oh, bloody hell, I'm not surprised.
That one hits. At some point, the dice are just gonna say no. You need to
They
stop.
got it. They gotta work for me sometime. That's a 10. That's 10 fire damage. That's a
Okay.
good roll. I'm doing well on the damage today. That is one thing. Going well.
Oh,
Yay.
we're so
Uh,
happy for you.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you.
You broken piece of shit elf.
Oh.
He's not broken.
He's
Maybe
not
mentally,
correct.
but he's not.
Maybe mentally.
Oh, mentally, I'm screwed as an elf.
Oh, fuck.
That's true.
Oh,
The elf's not
Second
broken.
attack. 15
Physically.
miss.
that was
is your
that
AC
was
again?
pretty fucked.
I'm not telling you if
16.
you can't bloody well remember it.
It's 16. He's got a
And
breastplate.
it's
I would like to
16,
point
yeah.
out, I would have got a multiple attack defense there, so I would have actually got +4. So even if you did actually get, say you got a 16, you'd still have to add
Yep.
4 to that.
That's true. That is very true. Because you're broken.
Because you're broken.
The wonders of multiclassic.
Yeah.
The wonders of
Uh,
multiclassing.
The one that initially got next to Isaac is going to attack Isaac. Actually, no, it's not because it got attacked by Ustenia.
Smashed
Now it's
Ustenia.
mad at it's mad at Ustenia now more than anything. So it's going to try and attack.
Gonna try.
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna try.
Multi-attack
Beautiful.
And
Nothing
it does
to
n-
do with the fact that I've got Sentinel and it get a reaction attack. Where's it?
Issue with an attack, you gain +4.
Well,
AC.
actually,
mean, it wouldn't
it's
know
better
that.
if-
Noise.
It wouldn't know that. Also, it's better if it just attacks Isaac because it's not going to get It's not going to get a attack of opportunity. It's not going to get an advantage from attacking you
Yeah.
anyways because it's not. It's
Parallel.
The,
It's not a.
the
not
other one
opposite.
needed to go a 1 above to do that.
Yeah.
So it's really just kind of like a wash. But flame strike.
But you're the one who heard it, so fuck you.
11 misses.
Of course it does.
And 7 misses. So just
They
2
have no
strikes.
chance.
You're just blocking everything. You stand. These flame beings aren't getting close, and you're starting to acclimate to the heat.
Needs
all
to
the
pull
days
out a
out in
basting
the,
brush.
Yeah. All the days out in the Uteshian, out in the South Steppes with all the scorching heat,
35. This one's gonna melee attack Rivallon.
Of course it is.
Punch you in the mouth. It's gonna punch you in the fucking mouth.
Gonna punch you in the mouth. Okay. That is a 20 to hit.
Of course it is.
Now it needs to
Well,
roll a 20 to hit.
I rolled the dice. What do you want?
The thing is that like it'd be you could say that and not mean it if Roach is rolling in real life, but he's actually rolling in front of us, so we can see what he's rolling.
Yeah, you saw what I rolled. Damn you.
He's like fixing his mustache. He took my monologue to fix his mustache because he's Dutch now.
17 damage, 17 fire damage as it strikes you from an unexpected angle. It kind of comes out of the ground and it just comes up ahead of you with you. I'm assuming you have like your bow out or something like that. You were ready to go. It just caught you off guard and hits you. You get the bonus. You get bonus to your AC now, right? After that, so it's a 20 to hit now.
Yeah.
Because you have
If you would like me to
You have
throw it
16
into
over.
the thing, I will.
No. I'll keep track
It's
of it
too late now
mentally because
it's too late. I'm doing it.
well, just I want you to make sure that you were because you'll have to remember to bring it down every time after an attack. So that's what I'm saying. I can remember it, but it'll
Wanna do
decrease your own stuff. And that's 2 plus 5. Yeah, okay, so that's 7.
That's a no.
That's a miss. Continue. Okay, and the next one.
That's not
9
okay.
is going
Just
5,
and another one
10,
gone. Another one gone.
15, 20,
Press
25, 30, 35,
Don't want to do it.
40,
Don't want to do it.
40.
Oh shit! Hi.
Oh, it's about
This one
time.
It might be me.
This one
That's
targets
not good.
Sash.
Because if you hit that one, the 2 commoners are gonna have to try and make a roll.
That did Constitution save, yeah.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I am very aware. In
and
fact,
It's melee attack on Sesh.
go ahead.
Probably not going to matter. 14 misses. 16 misses.
Oh hell
So,
yeah!
Well, the attacks miss. Okay, you got
Gotta
through the
love
gauntlet,
those dice
guys.
sometimes. Gotta love them dice sometimes.
Got through the gauntlet, guys. It's great. Isaac, it's your
Yay.
turn. There's
Oh my
Isaac,
god, it's one of us.
Isaac uses his free action to talk and turns to his near. Do you still have that scroll of resistance, of elemental resistance? You might want to use it. And then I'm gonna cast...
Shit be on fire, yo!
Okay, with my bonus action, I'm gonna make my wings appear. Boom, my
Okay.
wings are out.
All right.
And then I'm going to.
12-foot high ceiling.
Question.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying. I'm just.
Question.
Pointed out.
Yeah.
Yes.
What
Answer.
what would you do if I replied that scroll burned?
I think Isaac would probably chuckle after the fight.
Or in the afterlife.
Later, but not right now.
he's he's in Palor's realm and he's like, "Ah, that was funny." As he walks into the pearly gates.
Extreme delay.
Might have an
Okay, I'm gonna expend a 4th level spell slot
Oh no!
All right.
and cast Spiritual Guardians as Isaac grabs his Star of Palor, and from it, many ethereal angel-like creatures begin surrounding him in a 15-foot radius. Meaning all the
Okay.
ones that are inside it have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
Jesus Christ. I can't get the idea of Isaac being anything other than angel summoner out of my head.
Isaac is actually a summoner.
over
Like
here.
your BMX boy.
Yeah,
Told us last week.
Isaac is actually a summoner because that's not a class. I don't think in this yet. But there you go.
Oh,
Be
there's
surprised-
probably an Unearthed Arcana or
I think
a
that
homebrew of
Artificer
it.
is sort of like that, but not.
No,
really.
Artificer is more you make magic items, like
Yeah.
as your class. that
Yeah,
you
and
don't
you have, like, a
basically-
mech.
sit there and upgrade people.
You can
No,
also
it
have
would
like
be
a.
it'd be a
mech, too.
druid. It'd be
Yeah.
a druid. It'd be because you
Yeah.
can you can bring a lot of you there are things that actually summon like woodland creatures and monsters and shit. So that'd be the closest.
There'll
you
probably
can
be
get,
like
I
a.
think.
There's probably like an archetype for that. That's like.
I think it's Circle of the
summon things.
Shepherd
Yeah.
or something like
There's
that.
probably, an
Are any
archetype.
others within 15 feet of me?
I don't think so. I think they.
Is
I
this
think,
one here at the corner not the one that's like up to your right? The fire being 6. Is that one?
I don't want to.
Sorry.
That was
Actually, I
rival.
can check.
No.
I can check by
No.
just. No, none of them are gonna be. Okay. No worries. Wisdom saves for those guys. Boom.
So it's a cast.
They all failed, I think.
No, 2 of them succeeded. 3 and 4.
The one you want to use?
7 failed.
Let's clear that.
Okay, so they take two.
No,
So
7 failed.
okay, 7 failed. So I'll hit him first, and the other. Wait, no, they should automatically make them take half, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, will.
Nice.
So
We
they.
hope so anyway.
No, the damage was fine.
Yep.
So pull the damage.
Yep, automatic.
Okay.
And then they.
into-
I need to
Since-
read what my wings do
That's it.
quickly.
Okay.
Because
And I'm
I
going to
don't know
say,
if it's
since the
only
wording of it
one.
is they take damage during an attack, either a ranged or melee attack, I'm going to say they don't trigger their Hellfire ability, which gives you
Okay.
damage. So I'm going to say that
Um,
doesn't affect it, but
Because it's not
It's
your
not
damage,
just-
it's the angel's damage.
well, no, I'm going to say it doesn't because it's more like a radiant, like the radiance of things is like damaging them. It's not like them getting struck by something or anything.
not
I'm going to say it doesn't
smiting
make
them,
sense.
you know?
Yeah, I'm going to say it doesn't necessarily make sense. No, if it was a paladin actually doing like a smite or something like that, they still have to hit, so that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
still
yeah.
affect it.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, yeah.
But you know, that's what I mean to say. You're not
Okay,
like
and then fire being 7 because this only can affect 1 at a time takes 8 extra radiant damage.
8 extra radiant. Roll d8.
No. Flat 8. It's 1 per
Oh,
level.
flat 8. Oh, okay. So
That's what
it
my wings
takes-
do.
yay.
All right, that one looks pretty damaged. You see it like it's gone down to like a deep orange color, and you see like bits of its
Mhm.
extremities start are like more like fire. They're not holding shape as much. So is that the end of your turn?
I believe so.
Okay, good. It's Marco's turn.
Marco.
We told him to get behind Sesh. That was the last thing we told him to do. Get
Yeah.
behind her and get into like this alcove up here.
Let me check something here.
Let me roll some dice.
What class is Marco of commoner?
Commoner.
What class is Marco? Archaeologist.
He's an archaeologist.
Do they have like a special ability where they can like throw a shovel at someone? Like,
Yeah, they have a special ability. This belongs in a museum.
Yes.
It allows them to appraise as a free action.
Yes.
they-
Appraise as
Are
a
we
free
talking
action.
long
They can
about
lecture at an
archaeologists? 'Cause
advantage.
she can never die.
Yeah,
They also have a special ability accreditation.
apparently they all carry a whip for some reason.
And wear a
Reyes
hat.
is subclassed. He has
and the females all carry dual pistols.
Yes.
Reyes has got a subclass. He has tenure.
They do have a reaction dodge though to for those traps. So
And they can just
Uh,
disengage here if he.
let's-
I don't know which one.
Be
'cause
right
they're
back.
And
they've got
super
danger
grip.
sense. Archaeologists have danger sense clearly,
Yeah.
so they get advantage on trying to avoid traps.
They also have plot armor.
Okay.
No,
I don't think
sorry,
these
melee
NPCs will have plot armor, honestly.
10.
it would be
Yeah, Marco.
so terrible.
Marco gets well far back into the middle of well far behind into the alcove and just like starts
He
hiding
is smart.
back there. He's
Yeah,
he's
good
getting out of
boy.
there. Yeah.
Good man.
Good boy.
Good
no, no. It's just
Who's the good boy?
Starts getting back.
Mark is
Okay,
a good boy.
Reyes is going to use his action to disengage and
Yes.
go
Smart.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right behind he's like getting behind the statue and they just start like,
Fuck this! No.
You got this, guys. You got this. Good luck.
He uses a bonus action to inspire and gives 1d4 -1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Rivallon, your turn.
Wow,
got
I
one
forgot
right in
that
front of
Sesh
you.
rolled a 2.
All right.
Everyone,
forgot
murder
that.
these fools.
Yeah. Unfortunately, given how much health they have, I'm thinking probably it's going to be a bit tougher than just murder these fools.
I mean, murder
They
them is
also
always
seem
an
to have
option.
decided that I am obviously the damage dealer of the unit.
Wonder
I
where
mean,
they
I
got
think
that
Justinia would
information
like an
I
argument.
rolled their targets. Okay.
I think Justinia would like an argument there with his cleave. He's like,
I
bruh.
mean, I think me and Ustina were targeted by just as many. They just didn't hit. You just
It's
got
very
unlucky
true.
with the dice.
That's very true. No, it's because of the obscene AC value of Obstinia.
Obstinia's
More than
like,
20.
hit me. Come on, hit me. You can't hit me.
Well, I
So
say that. I
what are
did
you
take
Live
quite a
long
bit of
broken
damage.
if you've got Justinia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Well,
Rivallon?
I'm unless I use an action to disengage, I'm gonna just have to go short sword city on them.
Okay.
Short sword
so
city.
Swap
I-
out. You
I
draw your
atta-
short sword.
Yeah, because I have my dual wielding thing now, I can do it all without actually using an action. Ha ha!
Yeah.
You are correct.
So I put my hunter's mark on fire being number 8.
So bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Does Hunter's Mark ever increase in dice size?
No, it's
No.
because it's a cantrip, I
Oh.
think, or something like that, or it's a bonus action casting thing. It's not a big
Ah,
deal.
fair
Hit with a 17. 6 damage.
Plus an
Plus an
extra
extra
3.
3. That which being is that? That's 8.
Damn.
Damn.
8.
Damn. I missed.
Fuck.
3.
Hmm.
Okay.
Fuck.
Yeah. So the first you strike at it, like just cut across, and you do the same thing. You kind of get it breaks containment slightly. So I need you to make a.
Oh no.
I need Mog and Rivallon to both make Constitution saving throws, DC 15.
Sorry.
DC
alright.
15.
It's
Do
okay.
it.
It's
I
just how
am.
these creatures work.
Do it. Do it.
Right side.
Right side, just double click.
Unlimited
Double click con.
power.
Oh, no, that's charisma.
Oh, nice. Nice roll, Rivallon.
Nice,
Oh,
nice.
no.
Not so nice roll.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm
not so
sorry.
nice. Not so nice. So
It's okay,
that
Mog.
means
It's fine. Don't worry.
that means fire being 8 targets you. Hellfire, you failed, so you take. Ooh, that was a bad roll. I mean, for
Oof.
you. I mean, that was really good for it, but that was really shit for you. You take 8 fire damage, which it applies.
Really? I
so
would have
you-
never
you
have
were-
guessed that.
No,
Yep.
you're not expecting it, so you just feel this hot flash of intense heat, and it just burns your skin, like your exposed skin.
I just want to point
I'll
out.
mostly be talking in orc accent for the rest of this fight.
I just want to point out. Red's been here for 2 sessions or 3 sessions and has already gotten the sarcasm directed at Roach down pat.
I've been sucking at Roach for a lot longer than this game.
That's true.
Yeah, she's had it down for a long time. Yeah,
We just haven't been hearing it over microphone. Now we do.
Basically, all of my friends, some secretly hate me.
I don't.
Oh, it's
I
just
actually
such a
quite like
secret.
you.
It's not a secret.
I
You're
don't
right, it's
hate
not a
you
secret.
at all. I actually quite
It's
like
not so
you.
much a secret. It's more of that one of those like really
That was
badly.
just been charged.
I know.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I like you, Roach. Don't worry.
Because I'm
don't
assuming
hate
you
you.
were. I'm assuming you were done, Rivallon, right? That was you didn't have anything else to do, right?
You done?
Yeah.
You can
I'm
move, but
yeah.
you know.
No,
Okay.
I can't.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to risk the attack of opportunity and just. and
Oh,
move or
sod
anything
it.
like
Why
that.
not?
Okay. Where'd you want to move to? There.
There.
Okay.
I don't know why
Alright.
I've got a 5-foot thing there.
Because that's
'cause
between you
you're-
and it.
Because if
Oh yeah,
if
because
you
I
go
was
through
aiming. Yes, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Go
okay,
on,
fire being
burn
8.
me.
Well, it's got to
Burn
make an
me.
attack to see if it even hits.
Yeah. This is where you roll a natural 20. It's real
Mhm.
quick.
I doubt it. Yeah, that was a natural
Ah,
2.
You see, I jinxed it
So
because I
7
said natural
misses. Yeah, and you get the fuck out. So you strike, miss, and then run.
Yeah, I should have probably moved first.
Yeah.
Well, I think you had a better. You had an equal chance, didn't you? Because no better because you're don't you get a +6 or something to your ranged attack or something like
Yeah.
that?
You get
still?
plus 8 or 9 or
Yeah,
something.
plus
Yeah,
8.
some ridiculous number. Yeah.
Is
Some
it-
similar, some really good numbers,
Okay.
basically.
Now it's your turn, Sash. Now it's your turn.
Hi, how you doing? I'm the cleric. It's nice to meet y'all.
Yes. The cleric is being directly engaged.
Which is
The white
fine.
mage-
The
The
cleric
white
is
mage
the
is the-
second tankiest member of the party, thank you.
That is very true.
Is at the
That is very
back.
true. Yeah.
So Sesh is holding her warhammer in 2 hands, just to clarify.
Okay.
So she's using the versatile version of it.
Yeah,
But
because she
You
doesn't
don't
have a
get
shield.
You don't get the. Yeah, you
She
don't
doesn't
get
have a
benefits of the. You don't
Yeah.
have a shield,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, which is
Did
why
you-
I
did you
removed it from
reflect
my.
that?
Yeah, I removed it from my
Equipped. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
English is difficult.
I know you're Irish. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost as
I don't
bad
speak the
for
God.
the
I don't
Irish as it is
speak
for
the Queen's.
Americans.
I don't speak the
Yeah.
Queen's English, so it's very difficult for me.
It's all right.
Okay, so I'm going.
It's overrated.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna move from there to there if I can. Oh, wait. Hang on. I didn't mean to do that. What am I doing? Wait, what's happening?
Hold on.
What are you doing
Okay,
to
now
me?
try it again.
I don't know. I was gonna sock you in the mouth or something. I don't know. So from there to hang on. Let me try and do this now. See if it works. I want to try and drag it. There we go. That's the one to there if I can.
Why?
Or I'll do it the
Can
opposite
you
way.
squeeze past that?
No, I'm gonna say you'll go around, so it'll add another 5 feet, but you'll be fine. I'll
Yeah,
just
sure.
allow
Okay,
that.
so
you'll-
15
you'll have
feet.
moved
Just
15 feet because
flank
you'll be
it.
moving around.
So I moved 15 feet.
Okay,
and
you don't get
then-
you don't get the benefits of flanking because
That's cool. I'm not doing that because
Okay.
I thought about this, right?
All right, yeah.
So I'm going to cast Create or Destroy Water
Okay.
Hey.
at level 3. So it's now a 40-foot cube.
Okay.
Am I gonna drown?
No.
Okay.
You'll get
Nice.
wet, but you won't drown.
40-foot cube of water above, and then just drops it.
So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually,
So
I'll
you're gonna
cast it at
Katara
level,
this shit.
level 2. Yeah, so 35. So then...
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to hit. I'm going to cast it basically centered, so that way Fire Being 1 is in like the top left-hand corner, if you know what I'm saying.
Top
the cube.
left-hand corner, and it's a cube of
It's a cube
How
of
far?
35 feet because I'm casting at level 2. It increases by 5 feet for every
30.
spell.
So it does not get 2. It does not get Fire Being 2, but it'll get Fire Being 8, 9, and 1 in that.
No, it
cube.
would.
It would.
Yeah, because
It's
it's 35 feet
but
across.
1, 2,
Yeah, 35 feet
3,
across.
4,
so
5,
5.
6.
So
7
you
would
start it
actually
in the. You'd
encompass.
start it in the top left-hand corner of
Yes.
Fire Being 1 square. So go.
Yes,
It'd be
1,
5 in that
2.
square. 10, 9.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
20.
35.
It does. It covers it.
5, 10, 15. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It would go
So
from
it
that
gets all
corner
four.
to the
Yeah,
actual
in
corner
your
of the room.
Face.
Yeah. It would go
Like
from
your
that corner
math.
of Fire Being 2 to the corner of
go
the room,
down to
and then
Fire
down
Being-
to Fire Being
Gets
6.
And then
Yeah.
it goes
Yeah.
again.
So it gets
Yeah,
it would get 1, 8,
gonna get
9,
5 of them.
2, and 6.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I cast that, which
Okay.
it extinguishes all exposed flames in any area. It doesn't say anything about damage; it just says that. So I don't know what you want to do with
You're right.
that,
It
Roach.
does not say anything about damage, but this is why I am a GM.
Yes.
Because
Because I am being smart, okay?
Yeah, and whoever
Right.
is trying to draw on the map, just don't because it lags the shit out of everything.
Yeah, I was like,
You
I'm not
gotta
going to do that.
work
I'm just going to tell Roach
Yeah.
what I'm doing. It's easier.
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah,
Unity,
I'm
when,
erasing it.
please. Unity, when,
So-
please.
Okay, so just starts going straight down. By the way, it's 35 feet cube, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
So
a
it's
lot of
also
Okay.
up 35 feet, but it only goes
There's
up as
only-
far as the roof would go.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
of
but it still
water.
creates 35 feet of volume of water.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you are compressed for a second.
just
so
rain.
I'm gonna need.
So this thing gonna
so,
spread. Oh god.
So hold no. It's gonna but for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna test all these guys. So fire being I'm just gonna
If you're
test-
if you're going to use
Definitely
my
like it
spell
enough.
DC for that, it would
Right
be
there.
a DC 19.
Okay, I'm making a Constitution saving throw because they
Okay.
need to make a con save for this.
Mhm.
You said DC 15 is your spell save.
DC 17 is my spell save.
17. Okay, so
Spell saving throw, not spell slaving throw.
so
God,
I'm
that's
a 1, 2,
Slaving throw.
3, 4,
Yes.
Well, I suppose if you're using dominate person,
yeah, true.
it's a spell slaving throw.
That didn't work. That didn't work.
No,
Oh.
Yes, that one saved.
That one-
one did.
No,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Two
that
natural
was
ones. Oh dear.
1, 2, 3, 4. One more.
so only one
Okay.
saved.
Only one saved.
Only one saved, which means it takes half damage in this. I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna say
Would it be? Plus my
2d10
wisdom.
because they're hovering. They're not on the ground, so it's going to
Okay.
go down.
So
pretty
hang
quick.
on 1 second.
So 2d10 per,
Plus-
half damage for every one of them, but
It's saved.
or a full damage for every one of them, but that's
Okay.
gonna be 1, 2, 3.
So would you say that's also
So
including my wisdom
2.
fire for damage, or is it just flat 2d?
Well, this doesn't really affect that. This is more just the environmental effect
Okay, so
of,
it's just
it,
a
of it
flat 2d.
itself. The magic itself is just producing it.
Yes,
It's not
so just
special
flat
water.
2d10s. Okay,
not special
let me
I'd
water.
like to
roll it
I'm
point
also
first.
out
going
we're
to
still on the
need-
first turn.
The last, yeah.
So-
I'm gonna need Mog and
This is smart, though.
Sesh. Yeah, it's very smart. I'm gonna need Mog and Sesh also to make Constitution saving throws, DC 17, because you are in a compressed ball of water or compressed cube of water for a few seconds.
It's not a ball of water. It's
It's a cube. It's a cube of water.
Ah, damn
I'm
it.
gonna need
Let me read it.
Oh,
Let me read
sweetie.
it. Hang
You've
on.
been suddenly thrown to the bottom of a swimming pool.
Hang on. Let
yeah.
me read it.
Yeah. So see, he
without
didn't
the
say-
pressure
or
change.
rather,
It
the
falls as
swimming pool
rain
is
in
falling
the
on you.
It doesn't just appear. It falls as rain.
Yeah, but you're still creating. So that's true.
It just appears and it falls
It
as
would
rain.
be
It
like a
doesn't
heavy
just-
tropical
It's
rainstorm.
not like I'm summoning a massive cube of like a gelatinous cube of water. I am summoning rain.
I like
Okay.
I like the image that it's like the last cube though. But
Yeah.
because
That would be like a super high level spell though. So
that'd be like that'd be like the Mog's like getting hit and she's doing just immediate like water bottom of a Olympic swimming pool for a split second. It'd be like if you were in the
it's
middle of
also
it
not,
and
it's
take
not
a
a split
breath. it'd just
second
be
either.
like-
It's not a split second either. How
True,
long does it
it'll take the
last?
round, but I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
It doesn't. I'm just gonna still do that. So 2d10. I'm just gonna roll the 2d10, and we're gonna see what they.
You want me to roll the
they
2d10? It's my spell.
I've
or-
already got the dice picked up, so I'm just gonna.
Okay. I had them
put
picked
it
up, but
down.
I was waiting. I was like, what's going on here? Let me roll my con save as well.
Okay, that is a. Well, no, if it's just
You
rain,
don't need
either
a
of you
con.
make
You don't need a
yeah.
con as a rain.
Oh,
that's
well,
okay.
I made it anyway, so
So
we're cool.
16.
You're safe.
So fire being 2 takes. Fire being 2 is going to take
Half. So it would
8.
take 8, yes.
8.
Are they-
All
are
the
they not-
rest-
Under like, is it not extremely effective being water on fire?
That's
Super effective.
it's not a damage spell. It's just rain,
I know.
and they are beings of fire.
Would
They are
you
not-
say that since that they are now wet, the hellfire effect wouldn't apply because they are wet now?
No, it's not like they can be wet. They are made of fire. They're going to take
Water
damage
would
from.
just
burning
evaporate
off
off,
the wall,
basically.
but-
Yeah, it would just evaporate off. It would just evaporate off. Yeah, it wouldn't be a huge thing. So 1, 9, 8, and 6. So fire being 1 takes 16.
Man, I was really hoping that would be more effective,
fucking-
but hey.
I mean,
It
it's
was
still
pretty
you did.
effective.
It's still pretty
Yeah,
good.
Consider that
You
your
hit
total
more targets than you
DPS.
could. Yeah.
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 Although 16 on its own doesn't sound great, multiply that by 4 and on 8. That's how
It's
much damage
3
you've
and then
done.
an 8, I think, because it's it's
So
5.
it's four and
No,
then
you
eight.
did
4 and an
5,
8.
so it's 4
So
and an 8.
4 16s are 54? No. Right?
No, keep going.
64?
64
You did.
plus
You,
8.
it was a really good use. You
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
a grand total.
It was a
of,
good
like-
area of control spell. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
you've damaged all
You've
of
done
them.
72
there.
damage.
And I can cast that 4 more times.
Yeah.
So I can actually I can cast it at that level. Like I could
I-
basically just cast it for like infinite amount of times, more or less.
Yeah, I would
Also
not sniff
helps
at
me a lot.
dealing 72 damage.
No.
Yeah,
That's a lot of damage.
Stingy can't do that on it. Well, no, he could do that, but on a very
They don't
good
know that yet.
double crit.
Yeah. On a very good day, Ustinia could do that.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn? You've moved.
I have
you- did
moved.
you-
I've cast a spell, which means I can cast another spell, so I can use a bonus action spell.
Mhm. You
I
can use a
don't-
cantrip level spell.
Cantrip.
Oh, I could
You
use
can-
a cantrip. Let me just check if there. I don't think I have any
Yeah.
bonus action ones in here. Let me just.
I don't
double-
think so. No.
That's one action.
There aren't bonus action cantrip spells.
So I can't actually then. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all one action. Plus,
So-
not very few of my actual things are like damaging. I have one damage trip.
Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes, it is.
Ustenia,
Yeah.
your feet are wet.
It's damp in here now.
Your feet are
Marco's like,
wet,
don't
and
damage the
it's-
goods.
Yeah, your feet are wet, and it's a lot more humid in here.
Just
Your hair
someone
I
brain
did
was
not
like,
realize we was fighting in sauna.
It's
Oh
very
yeah,
good
no,
for the
there's a lot. There's a
complexion.
shitload of steam. You're right. Your
very good
pores
for
are feeling really
complexion.
great. They're opening up.
It's very good for complexion. Excellent for complexion.
Isaac's from the cold. There's probably quite a sauna culture where he's from, so
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are you doing, Ustenia?
it's canon now, Roach.
Aside from your complexion being better now because of all the steam.
So, to clarify, I have a scroll of protection from energy. And if the
Energy
spell
is a
on your
damage
classes- Yeah.
No. If you read the spell, it allows you to pick the damage type when you cast it of the energy elements. I believe.
Yes, but there's more to it than that.
Here's your
This
lip.
spell scroll bears the words of a single spell written in a mystical cipher. If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast its spell without providing any material components. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
So he can't actually use it because he doesn't have a spell
I
list.
have a scroll I can't read.
He looks at it and goes, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Look at this shit.
Can I
It's
read
kindling.
that?
It's
Oh,
kindling.
I'm in the
We
other
both
side
can
of
read
the
it,
wall.
I think.
Well, here's what
So-
I would here's what I would say because this is how I usually run scrolls in the campaign. I'll just make you make an intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and is this an action or a bonus action to do this? use
It's
the
whatever
scroll.
the actual,
Cast time on the spell is.
which is a one action. It basically just lets you cast it without using a spell slot, or in my campaigns without having the ability of actually casting magic. But there is the detriment of the fact that you might not be able to actually read it because it's a magical thing, and it's written the way it's written. It says written in a magical cipher. In my opinion, it's probably just written in Latin or like old Latin and stuff, and you kind of figure out maybe like old Elvish or something. It's difficult.
It's written
but,
in ancient
I'm,
Egyptian. The fuck?
Yeah.
I've got better ideas. I'm just gonna try and kill this fire being 7.
You know what? I'm just gonna murder something. Okay,
Yeah,
that seems
do
like
Reading is hard. Bleeding is easier.
warriors do not read books.
That's a hit.
Selected to lead, not to read.
All right, yeah. So you, Isaac
One down.
and Ustenia both have to make Constitution saving throws, DC 15.
Good thing you guys are good at those.
Don't jinx it like that.
Okay,
It's the
you're
enemy's
fine,
bad.
Ustenia. You're fine, Isaac.
See, you're both fine. Shut the fuck up.
You slice into it, and you see the two halves of the creature dissipate. A hot burst of flame comes out, and it just kind of just whisk of flame withers away. Immediate interrupt lair. Let's see here. Let's roll.
Lair actions. Oh god.
Immediate interrupt after this thing dies. Okay, so that's down there. You all hear from the other side of the chamber. You hear a crumbling and like a like a shattering, like a little popping and a shattering, and you see a new light appear. Second.
Yeah, no, I was just reading it.
Oh god, are the statues gonna turn into more of them?
That's my 2.
Look at what I'm holding, Midge.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh nice.
So you got 2d10 and 2
It
There
is a
we go.
greater fire elemental, which is what is just about to murder us.
No,
Down
it
almost-
has to-
Almost in the opposite end of the, directly opposite on the other end of the chamber, you see a new light appear.
Oh yeah, it's a
and-
greater fire elemental. It's gonna burn us. It's
Oh,
gonna make us crispy.
Yeah, you're just saying you can edit your label.
No, it's just another one of these.
Who knows?
Hit.
We'll find out.
I just need to make sure.
Oh no, you can
that-
see it. It's down the bottom.
Healthy
Oh.
wounded.
It's the other end of the maze.
I actually need to make
Oh,
sure.
map is
it's-
too big. Let's see. Well, Eustania would because he has those flies. He could really see
Yeah.
halfway across the continent.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Barbarian
It's-
eyes.
It's
What do your Utasian eyes see?
Look with your barbarian
Yeah.
eye.
Yeah, actually, yes,
Barbar-
Stadia. You see a new one come out of a statue after it breaks apart.
Oh no.
Great. Every one of these statues is going to turn into them.
Yeah, this is a bad thing.
every image of an angel is an angel.
Oh no.
So how
Is that the end of your turn, Ustenia, or are you going to do another
No.
attack?
I got another attack.
Okay, do
And
don't
I
whack
another attack.
sidestep shifted into this, so I'm on base contact with beings 3 and 4, and I'm going to target being.
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
it
you may.
being 7 who's dead? I think you. Oh god.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Oh, you have those big highs and those big lows. That was a natural one. Everybody listening. Yeah. So take a swipe. Just whiff. You're distracted. You heard the explosion down at the other end of the chamber, and it just threw you off. Okay. Mog,
Moggy.
you're wet. Like
Yeah.
rain has fallen on you, and all of the individuals near you have they're a little lighter in terms of flame color. Like they have gotten less warm. But you're muted, Mitch. Okay. So what are you doing, Mog?
What am I doing?
Yeah, it's your turn.
So
What you doing?
What you doing?
so wait, what happened to?
Go on.
Sorry, we were figuring stuff out. So what's
Stenia
happened?
murdered one.
Estinia murdered one. Perfect. Was
Yes.
it
Yeah.
number 7?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool.
Stenia killed one because that's what Stenia do.
Well, he is extremely good at that. So
He's also extremely handsome.
Mog is going to try some murdering herself.
I'm going to try this murder thing for myself, in fact, for a change.
It sounds fun.
Rivallon's like, yeah, I'm turning her to my side.
So
You do a really good evil villain laugh. Right.
I know.
Just the fact that
He
they
does.
did them together as well, that was a bit.
Right,
They've
so
been practicing.
click on it. Just click on it. With control. There you go.
that's it. So what are you? Number 1. So
We are number 1.
Roach,
Yes.
is it just physical damage that causes us needing a Constitution throw?
From what you can see, things that strike it or make it lose containment.
So any kind of
Right.
damage.
Any kind of damage that would puncture or disrupt the physical form, you think
Okay.
might
This one.
cause that.
This wouldn't. That's what I thought. So
Okay. I'll be the judge of
There
that.
you go.
fire being 1.
I shall be the judge of this. Strokes goatee,
Um.
twirls
I-
mustache.
I didn't pinch off the ends today. I got more like an actual old German one, so it's spread out and it's more
Yeah.
just pushy.
You look like you could be in the first Reich.
Oh,
Boo.
It rolled
A
a
zero.
0 on a wisdom.
a 0.
Nice.
No, that's good.
Oh no, that's
That's
good,
I
guys.
want to fail.
That's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It rolled a 1,
zero.
by the way. It rolled a
Right,
1,
does-
so it has a
Do
negative
we
1.
know what Toll the Dead does?
Yes.
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 I'm going to tell the podcast.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
they might not know. So,
That's true.
Yeah.
for me, it's 2d8 if the target is
Healthy.
healthy, but it's
Which it is not.
2d12 if the target is injured.
Yes, which it is.
Go for it.
So,
If injured.
I love this cantrip. This is like my go-to. I love this so much. Oh, there's a 12 in there. Oh,
Ooh,
That's a
17.
good roll. That's a
17.
good roll.
A
I know.
shocking noise erupts from the ether and is directed very like a
only
what,
it
what are
can
the-
hear it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And
Yeah.
you see it grasp its flame ears or something. It screams in this high pitched womanly voice that I can't do.
Do you want a nice high pitched voice?
No, we don't.
Okay.
No,
No, I'm good.
no,
I'm
please
good.
don't scream.
And yeah, it felt that. It felt that quite a bit. Not also, by the way, I don't think you would have actually. No, you still would have taken damage if you did strike because it's 10 feet. Yeah. So, yeah, you you see it kind of slowly get back up, but it's definitely shaken by the force of the spell. Is that the end of your turn?
No, so my free action is they really don't like necrotic. I've just done. Oh, sorry, get into character. They really don't like necrotic. I've just done Toll the Dead and it messed that one up. And my bonus is.
She's going to dab on him.
Is going to be True Strike. So I'm going to aim that at the one I'm already aiming at. And that gets me advantage on my next roll against it.
All right. Oh wait, you did Toll of the Dead, which is a cantrip.
Yep. And True Strike's a cantrip too.
You can't do the cantrip on a bonus action.
Then that's an
cast
no,
two spells or the
you
same?
can't cast 2 spells because True
never
Strike
mind.
is an action. It's not a
In
bonus
that case,
action.
Yeah.
I'm
She
just
actually
gonna stay
could
where
do.
I am.
She actually could do 2 bonus action cantrips. That is
Yeah.
within the
Uh-huh.
realms of everything. But
It's just there aren't any.
there aren't
Yeah.
any. Well, there are a couple
There
of bonus action cantrips, but there's not a lot of reason to do it. There's a couple.
Cool.
I don't think I have any on my spell list on my cantrip.
They're not common. All right. And you're not moving or anything like that. It's the end of your turn.
No, I'm going to stay where I am.
All right.
I've got
Fire
an idea.
being 1. Fire being 1 is going to make a decision. Either go for its current target, which is Rivallon, or
Go for who just messed it up.
redirect.
There are 2 bonus action cantrips. Magic
Yeah.
Stone and Shillelagh.
Shillelagh's good.
Shillelagh's fucking
Shillelagh-
amazing.
Shillelagh's good. That makes a what is it?
Any,
A
any
simple
wooden
weapon.
object. No, any wooden object, a magic
weapon.
club.
Magic club. Yeah.
Turns into a physical damage magic club.
It's really good for I think low level druids. I think or some of them have it. I don't remember, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, or you take 1 level in druid, the rest in monk, and you make yourself some wooden knuckle dusters.
It's true. You can be a monk and you can get your fists become magic, so you don't need
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So,
for the least, the first
this
5
one redirects.
Sure it does.
It's
Or you can be a treant person.
it's target hierarchy algorithm has put you at the top now. It's
Yay.
a red vision like a Terminator. And it's gonna attack you a lot. So melee attack. That's a natural
Miss.
1. That's a 3rd natural 1 in this combat I've rolled, by the way.
That's fine.
You're,
One more.
you're not doing many in the middle. You're doing either really high or
Miss.
really low.
That's a natural 2. That's like my 6th natural 2, by the way, as well. I've been rolling
Yeah.
real bad with some
Yeah,
of these
I did.
guys.
Roach, I
Uh,
have a
And I'm
question.
doing this
That's
soaking
okay.
wet.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I cast create water at level 2, it's 40 gallons of water that's falling as rain. How long do you think that would take to fall?
Depends where it is.
I'm gonna say, well, it's over. It's a cube, so it's just coming in
Yeah.
that cuboid
Yeah.
area. I'm gonna say for the next. I'm gonna say it takes. How? I don't
How
know.
fast is rainfall?
Like that's the
Well, that's
question. Do
not-
you think
is
it's like
it?
a?
The
Well, here's the
Caribbean
thing,
or
Roach. It
drizzle
is a
in
lower
places?
ceiling.
There's no magic. There's no magic keeping it up there. It is just coming.
Yeah, it's just rain. It's just coming down.
It's just rain. I'm gonna say
Yeah.
2 rounds. So it's been 1
Yeah.
round already. Your next time around, when it's your turn, they'll
They'll roll
another
2 more
attack.
d10s and make saves.
Well, they'll make more saves. to
Yeah.
see if
Also,
they
it makes
avoid
sense it'd be shorter rounds because the ceiling is lower, so it's falling faster. Is a
Yeah.
thing as well, I'd assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, or it's just collecting above it, and the sealant is slowly
Dripping
is
water
slow-
on top of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I'm going to assume it's just within the area, and it's not. 'cause
Yeah.
technically
It's,
that would make it
it's like
horrible
instead of
for
being like
you
a gentle.
if
like,
it did do
rain-
that, because then it would just create a void of water above a sealed stony area, and you'd just be
Yeah,
like, well,
that would be a
fuck.
bad time. That would be a bad time.
I like the
Yeah.
idea that there is actually another floor there, and there's some people in there just hanging out, and they're just suddenly they're in the cubicle.
Why the fuck is it raining all of a sudden?
Some fucking temple guards, like undead temple guards, are just
Just
they've been there
standing
for
there,
they've
like-
been there for 2 centuries, just standing there, and now they're just
They just look at each other. They're just standing there in the rain, look
The
at each other like,
unknown
bruh.
effects of fucking D&D.
Yeah.
Bullshittery.
5, 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's an accurate
this one's-
way to put it.
Yeah, this one's gonna target Ustenia with its range.
You could make a bullshittery compilation of the stuff that happens in this game. Soviet Womble style.
22
would-
hits.
Ooh.
Oh, don't go ooh. Fucking, I have to roll a 17 just to barely hit him.
You're gonna have to roll the same to actually hit me soon as well. So Roach is gonna be like fucking dice.
And now, if you're good at math, you know what their bonus is for attacks.
I mean, we can see what the bonus is.
On the people on the podcast.
Hey, that's the max damage roll on that. So that's 11 damage. Yeah.
Yeah,
Take
Ustenia
that.
goes, you scratched my armor.
How dare you?
Scorched my wonderful.
Okay, and the
displacer
new
beast
one's gonna
helm.
go.
Oh
The
no.
new one. The new one's
Oh, no.
gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 60, and it can't go any further. So, next one, 2 is alive. 5, 10, 15. Goes for Sesh with a melee attack.
Go for it.
I will.
You will.
Misses with a 13.
Okay.
Hits with a 16.
Awesome.
15 fire damage on you with that strike.
Look, that hurts. It's a bit hot.
See, he's a bit hot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
What's Ustenia's mom doing here?
Don't tell me
I
it's
brought
Ustenia
hot.
forgot his
She
lunch.
comes into there. I brought hot tea.
Would anybody like a hot pocket?
No, mom.
Oh,
Get out of here. I'm adventuring.
Roach, did fire being 10 just move into the 15 around me?
10?
Yes.
10.
Bottom right of me.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Wisdom save.
It rolled a 0.
Doi.
Takes 21 points of radiant damage.
That it does. Okay.
Also, remember, around me, movement speed is halved for them.
Yeah, they have plenty of movement to do what they're
Yeah.
doing.
I know.
But you just thought he'd mention it, you know, just.
I know. I get it. I get it. So 3. I just lost where 3 is. Where's 3? Okay, the 3 is attacking Ustenia.
Yeah.
9 misses. Fuck. Hell. 13 misses. 4 is attacking Isaac.
Isaac.
Reaction sentinel.
Okay,
Reaction
go ahead.
sentinel.
Go ahead, you piece of shit. Come on. Come on. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it, you motherfucker. Do it.
Hit.
Okay, yeah, you did it.
And 17 damage.
All right.
What the fuck is
So-
Rick
so you
doing
s-
here?
You see, I'm glad you got that.
Yeah.
Do it, you motherfucker, do it. Okay, yeah. So you does that stop them from attacking, or do you just get that attack?
No, I can
Uh,
use it as a reaction if they are attacking.
Okay. You no longer have a
something
reaction
other
this
than
round,
me.
by the way.
Yeah, I know.
First time.
I'm just
okay,
trying to use
Also,
it,
it now must
mechanically
make
up
that
my
one
DPS.
needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Because I've realised it's on the start of their turn that they need to do these. Has the one? So this is 3. Is it going or 4?
Yeah, 3 needs
Three
3
needs
no,
to,
no,
and
3 is
4.
already gone. 3 is already gone.
Okay, so they
It needs
both
make a
need to. So they both need to.
It's a 0. Roll another natural 1. Okay. Well, I was rolling them, but okay. Yeah, they both.
Yeah, no.
they
If I
both-
do it, then they automatically half when I do the damage. So
Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, they both failed. Go ahead now.
Ooh.
they take
Okay.
20 points of radiant.
So they do. Okay, and this one's now finally going to finish its attack on Isaac.
75 years
24.
later.
Ow. Yeah, that
24
hits.
Yeah. It's 15 damage.
Ow, that hurts.
Yeah, that
Isaac,
leaves a little bit
you
of a
need to
dent,
make a
doesn't
you need to make a concentration check, don't you? Because that's a concentration spell, isn't it? For
Yes, I
guardians.
have
So you need-
advantage.
I'm
have
surprised it
advantage.
didn't. I'm surprised it didn't automatically apply like it does when I cast bless and stuff like that.
Only
Because
some of them
it's
do.
not a spell that's cast on me.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
It's just there.
So it
So
doesn't.
go ahead
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm
roll,
doing
roll your concentration.
Concentration
And then,
check.
and then I'll
Constitution saving throw.
yeah, DC 10 because it's half or 10, whichever one.
So 25.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
I'm so
Second
glad I
attack.
took Warcaster though, because
Yeah. Second
Bonus
attack.
action.
22 to hit.
Oh.
hits.
This is gonna hurt.
15
Ow.
damage.
You're really hitting high on the freaking damage.
It's a
Well,
really.
when I hit, I have to hit.
It's a really
it's a really
good
good
thing,
attack.
by the way, that you have Warcaster, because otherwise
That
it's
is very true. Go ahead and make another concentration check.
15.
You're
Yeah.
good. Because it's,
have to
it's
roll
half
less
of the
to the-
damage you take, or 10, whichever one.
Yeah,
is
you have to
lower.
roll. You have to roll a 3 or less, unless Roach rolls like.
Yeah.
Or it's whichever one. It's minimum of 10
Yeah.
for concentration.
It's
no matter what.
Whichever's higher, it's half damage or 10.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, no,
Badly?
Isaac
Isaac
looks bad. Isaac looks bad.
Isaac,
I-
don't
I-
be a
bad.
bitch.
I'm a bit peachy. I've lost.
From a
He's
0
got a
to
bit of
70, from a 0 to 70, he's at a 30.
If I wasn't wearing this amulet, I'd be dead right now.
The amulet's he's like barely on his feet, but the amulet's holding him up like it's floating in the air.
Like, bitch, don't you go down on me.
The amulet slaps him a couple of times and calls him rock for some
And
reason.
it turns around, looks at him. On your feet, maggot!
I want that. I want. Can we reform this now that the health amulet is a sentient item?
It's
amulet is
Mickey
actually,
from Rocky. It's Mick
Yeah,
from Rocky.
the health army is actually Sergeant Major Jackson from is it Jackson from Halo?
That's Johnson.
Avery Johnson.
Avery Johnson. Yes.
Johnson.
Avery Johnson, who, by the
Yeah.
way, by the time he died, was in his 70s.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was an old man,
He was an old fucker.
Yeah. but he was also a badass. So big
He was
respect.
also
This
genetically
one.
augmented human.
But he was
Yeah.
he was a Spartan one.
Yeah, he was a
And
Spartan.
what they
one.
don't tell you is that when he finally died, if you were within the room, you could actually see him taking on death in a headlock.
Yeah, like,
You're not taking me yet, you bastard!
So this one's not gonna. This one sees everybody, all of its friends or fellow individual beings getting hit when they go closer to that group. So it's just gonna attack from range on Ustenia.
it's like, you know what? I don't want none of that axe. It's a bad
Which
time.
one is this?
I'm
This
assuming
is
it's the one
5.
like, yeah, it's the one at the, next to the pillar.
24 hits,
Yeah.
and this does 9 damage. Second ranged attack misses with a 10.
The first
That's not too
attack
bad.
singed one ear after the previous attack singed the other.
We're in
Six.
trouble here, guys.
We are. Yeah.
5, 10, 15. Or no, 5, 10, 15. And this one's going to target Sesh.
Okay.
13 misses.
Yep.
11 misses.
Correct. That's
Okay. That's okay. 7's dead.
7.
8. 8's gonna go for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, I like how Rivallon's just over there. Like, fuck you.
This one's. it's just-
Better far away.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. They're not letting him though. This one isn't at least.
This one's like, hey, fuck you, elf boy.
And this one also doesn't have to make the check anymore for that water.
Yeah, I'll
damage.
take it off. I've actually went ahead and made a little macro thing.
Oh, that's great. Good. And this one's going to attack you with melee.
Because it would be outside.
Misses with an 11. Misses with a 10.
Yep.
So these things are just swiping at you with their flame like natural weapons, and you're just like dodging. Just so much to do.
No, there's no emotion on the face. Remember, I'm a sociopath. Well,
That's true.
what up?
Pure blankness.
I crave death.
I crave it.
But not from the likes of you.
Okay, number 9 is going to attack.
I don't know who. I'm just like looking at the map, like, okay, I'm going to guess where number 9 is and hope I know where it is.
Going to attack Mog with advantage.
Oh, because I'm
Because
flanking.
flanking.
Okay.
Yay.
Flanking. The first time they've been able to get a flank, by the way.
Yeah.
It's not like the big Otashian fight where we just formed a conga line.
Yeah, you're kind of like 19 hits,
Although we have taken more damage in this fight than we did the Utesh fight.
10
Speak
fire
for
damage.
yourself, sir.
That's true. That's Sesh almost died during the Uteshian fight.
No, I'm saying collectively, the party has taken more
I'm
damage.
pretty sure Sesh
Oh,
took like
absolutely.
80 damage
Yeah.
by yourself, probably. If not for
Close
the
to
healing,
it,
she
yeah.
probably would have went down. yeah.
Second
Help from
attack.
me, so.
Yeah.
Hey, you can shut the
Yeah,
fuck
21
up.
hits.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
I like in the Utesh fight, I wasn't hit once. Like,
Yeah. Neither was
Yeah,
Rivallon, but like,
it was great.
yeah.
yeah.
And I'm
so
just,
I'm
like,
saying party average is
19.
We're not good right now.
that's not good.
Yeah, we
It's
are
not
not good
good.
right now.
They're not
No,
good.
Mog's
no.
really
They're
not good.
I know.
know.
I know
Isaac's
this. I
not
have
good
your
either.
write-ups right now. I can see the party sheet. I see your health ticking down. You think I want this?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah,
I
because
like
you're a
that.
sadist.
Yes, and I'm sitting
big
here like,
anticlimax to the campaign. We all die on a side quest.
that would be perfect.
We need something to tie us over. Hey, it is Rick and Morty. It's a 10 minute, 2 hour, quick in and out adventure. Just 2 minute adventure. It's fine. 9 months later. Like,
Just crying, just
crying in the car.
yeah.
Isaac.
Okay.
Things
Right.
aren't going well.
No.
No, because I haven't even been able to reaction shield any of this shit. Because you either roll really high or really low. It's
Technically, you're. Well, yeah, no, yeah, that is true. Yeah,
Well,
no,
totally
none of those
freaking
would've been
dead,
within
will you?
range.
no. That's what That's what I've been doing. Because it's a reaction. I can fire it at any time. So I would have. I've been like,
Good luck.
He has.
yeah, no.
Murder them, Isaac. You can do it.
Well,
so.
I've got me a feeling that I'm gonna
Have a good night.
Right, what level do I need? Can I do that at?
But tonight's going to be a good night.
Yeah, I can do that at any level. Okay, I am going to.
Oh, what a day!
Expend
What
a
a glorious day!
third level spell.
Just a little fucking
Shiny and chrome.
shiny and
Drop
chrome.
myself
Isaac, are you meaning to
some-
target yourself?
Yes.
Oh, that's okay.
He's gonna heal the shit out of
Health,
himself. He's
health.
gonna, I have to
Yeah,
live.
I am. I'm gonna give myself 18 hit points back. And actually, no.
lower
Do you know what I'm
slightly.
gonna do?
You've already done it.
Wrong.
You've literally just rolled the
no.
dice.
But I'm gonna use my because I haven't used it yet. I'm gonna expend a sorcery point.
That's true.
Um,
You can do that.
and-
You do
No,
painfully
and
like
it's called
sparingly.
empowered healing.
Which is why I think you're a cleric half the time, because you almost never use the main part of the sorcery class.
He's a cleric who's like slightly off.
Whenever your ally rolls dice to determine the number of hit points spells rituals, you can spend one sorcery point. Reroll any number of those dice. I'm
So you can
gonna
re-roll those dice, but they're all more or less.
any number of them. I'm gonna re-roll the 4, I think.
Okay.
So just re-roll it then.
The
So
one
that's
that is actually average, yes.
Well, no,
Go
the
ahead.
5s are average because
And
of
that's
the
a
dice.
7, so
So
You
you,
gain
get
3
an
more
extra
HP.
3 back. So
So it's 21.
taken
You get
19
total,
wounds.
so
yeah, so I've,
yeah,
I've
19.
I
19.
got 19 wounds back. Which page is that? That's on main, isn't it? Wounds.
Yes,
I can change it. I can do it for you.
No, so I've done it.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm gonna expend another couple of sorcery points. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
'Cause you
to
can do that.
And I'm gonna cast a quickened spell.
You can cast a spell as a bonus action, but it's only a cantrip because you've already cast a spell.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be something in there.
I
good.
thought we agreed that it didn't matter when I was using my sorcery points.
I do remember that.
Oh yeah, you're right. We did.
That
We did.
like rings.
I probably got it
somewhere
written
here.
down in my house rule.
Because
page,
this is
but
the
I
thing
just
that
don't
we
have it
keep
open.
rolling
Yeah,
back
no,
and
no,
forth.
I get it.
You
yeah,
need to
yeah,
put
yeah.
like notepads up on your screen when we're doing this shit for those sort of.
I have a
But
house
you have to be
rule
able to
page
see
in
the
my
screen,
notes. Yeah, I have a limited amount of space. Damn it.
Pin them to your fucking forehead if you need to, Roach.
Well, then I'm not gonna be able to see it. Go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, no worries. And I'm just gonna hit the. I'm
Get them
gonna.
tattooed.
I'm gonna whip round and hit the. I'm gonna shoot at the one across, next to Mog there with a level 1 guiding bolt.
Okay.
Can you
Guiding
not
bolt.
try
Guiding
and
bolt.
hit me with fire?
Guiding bolt is radiant.
It's radiant damage.
But
Okay.
that doesn't matter because you're still striking it.
Oh yeah.
Could you not
Yeah.
like do healing word or something? In Morgan's
He doesn't
general
have that
direction?
spell.
I don't have. Well, I don't have it learned. I could pick it. I don't have it.
He doesn't have it.
Uh,
Got rid of it when we joined.
Sword
when I
Chad,
for a
you're come back in a
small-
month.
Small list of spells.
He
You're
got rid of it when
you're
I
talking
joined.
to a warlock.
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah, it's about equal.
Well, no, warlock actually she has a lot of spells to choose from. She just
Choose
has
from.
limited.
Yeah.
I
to
just don't
cast.
have the slots to
Yeah.
use them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Opposite problem.
You have like
I'm-
one spell
I'm
slot.
opposite problem. I've got loads of spell slots, but like not
so
many.
what
to
are
cast
you
from.
doing then? What are you doing?
I'm still gonna do it. I think.
Yes.
If you want to, if you want to
Kill the
help,
mob.
there is flame being 10, which is not within range of anybody to hit
Yeah,
by the hellfire ability.
I'm trying to hit it with guiding bolt, so I give the next attack on it advantage.
Mog's already got advantage on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
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 she
she-
doesn't.
no,
Yeah,
she-
yeah, yeah,
no,
yeah,
she
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah,
being
yeah,
advantaged upon. I want to help her
Yeah.
kill
Yeah, yeah.
one of them. So
yeah, yeah. Because I was
That's
sorry, I
not
was
the
thinking that
case.
she cast True Strike.
It's.
as well.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this.
Oh.
The hellfire ability, because you've been hit by it before, just so you remember, is only a D8. So she's not going to die from a D8 even if I
Yeah.
roll high on her. So
Yeah.
it gives her advantage on the attack. So strategically, it makes more sense for you to attack there so that she has a better chance
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
killing that one, which is more
Okay.
damage. So
I'm okay with this then.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
just to help it along a little bit, make sure you're not targeting yourself, Isaac. Okay, you did.
You are. You.
Yeah.
Definitely just.
But you
No,
missed
I hit-
yourself.
Firing. Oh. It's not showing me targeting myself on my targets.
No, it's not.
Now it's not, but it was before. I was looking
No, it
at it the whole
wasn't.
time. I was.
Well, no, but it did try to hit me with it, which is why it's
Yes.
weird. I
yeah,
think
you were
there's a
targeting
slight.
yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't on my
Uh,
screen, so sorry
Yeah,
about that.
But yeah, you hit it with a 16.
I need to.
That
I
hit.
need to make sure I'm not targeting myself now again.
You're not. You're not. I just said. I
Okay,
just
okay,
looked
cool.
at. It changed. Yeah.
Okay,
Go
so
ahead and do damage.
yeah, I am. 2 seconds. I've got a. Yeah. So it's the D46. It takes 11 radiant damage, and then boom.
Okay. Got Grant. You have advantage on anybody who attacks. That has advantage on the next
Yeah,
attack.
next attack on it has a
Mog, you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Do I
DC
need to make a
15.
Constitution saving?
You're not with. You are within 10. So yes,
Okay.
Sesh needs to make it too. Technically, they all have to as well, but they're immune.
Yeah.
Immune to fire,
Oh,
obviously.
Yeah,
sweetie.
so-
I'm a
Oh.
blooming half-orc. Where's
Wait,
my
wait,
flipping
wait.
Constitution?
You don't get as a warlock. You don't. Oh god. As a warlock, you don't
Sesh
get
is fine.
proficiency in that spell, in that
That's
save.
true. Are you making
No.
her re-roll that? With
No,
your
I'm not.
thing?
I'm not. I was
It's
thinking
not-
about it, but no. Yeah, it's not worth
It's
it.
not. It's not a make or break thing. It's not. As
You can
big
take a
deal.
feat, I think, that gives you proficiency in a save, but that's a feat.
I
it
think
gives
so.
you a
Yeah,
+1.
you could. Okay.
I've got
See, you could be like, I wanna have proficiency in wisdom saving throws, because fuck you using my mind against me.
Okay, 2 damage. It's actually really
I'm
low
okay
roll
with
for
that.
that. Yeah,
you're
that's,
that's
it's
like
not bad. So just
13. No,
a little
12 now.
singe.
12.
It's a small
A little
scene.
cinch.
20.
By the Mog is really fucked up right now in terms
Yeah.
of damage.
Yeah?
Mog's
She's
Good
next
thing
to
she's
the
next to the healer, isn't
I'm
it?
surprised.
Next to the
Yeah,
cleric.
yeah, this is why you guys need to take some fucking healing potions when you get a chance.
I have
have
healing
that.
potions.
I'm
I have
taking
Yeah,
healing
but you
potions.
don't. Have you spread them evenly across the whole party?
I only have 1 healing potion. I can't spread that evenly.
Fine.
I can't exactly
Alright.
give 1 healing potion, like, I can't spread it, like, you know. I can't
So
split it.
You're not
Marco,
Jesus. You can't.
That's
you can't
true.
break them down.
Yeah.
Marco is
Well,
going.
Maybe in the
to-
future. Maybe at level 20 I could be Jesus, but right now I'm not Jesus. Female
Marco,
Dragonborn
let's-
Jesus. Welcome to.
Let's see
party.
how you deal with this. Natural 20. Okay.
Oh wow,
You clever.
he's very clever. He's got no modifiers though, so he's actually quite dumb. In fact, he's actually quite average.
5,
No, he's
10,
perfectly average.
15,
He's perfectly average. Yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Where's he going?
50, 55. He's running and bobbing and weaving through these creatures. He sees them ahead of time. And he's staying out of their. Because he rolled a 20, so he avoided all of their area of effect or area of
Influence.
of attack, area of
Yeah, but
influence.
they
So
can
he's
see him now.
he's just like running and pumping his hands.
He's
like-
doing what the
I'm not
lawyer did
convinced
in
this is a
Jurassic
good idea,
Park.
Marco.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
getting the fuck out of. He sees
He's running for the toilet.
he sees Mog almost dead, and it's been 12 seconds.
That's fair.
For context here,
That's fair.
Yeah, okay. He's reading the wall. He's reading the writing on the wall right now. Okay. Reyes, on the other hand,
He's like, at least I don't have to pay them later. Run.
well, Marco's not paying him. Reyes is.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really make a difference. We're taking bonus pay.
Fucking 18 on his intelligence check, so he's doing the same thing.
Oh,
The
of course
fucking
he is.
bolting boys, they're going.
20.
They're dead. They are gonna be dead.
I just hope that like we distract them. Like my only hope is here, like that that they're
Which
They-
way did they run? Oh
Uh,
no.
Yeah.
They're bobbing and weaving the
Yeah.
shit out of this, and that's as far as they got with double sprint.
I
as
have
far
a
as they got with a
question.
dash.
Yes, go ahead.
I need
They're
to
friendly.
check something. I have to select a certain amount of friendlies.
Okay.
I need to make sure I can cover them.
Abandon me.
Because Isaac wouldn't be stupid and be like, no, they don't need to be in it.
For context, they have 4 HP. So your
They're
minimum
dead.
roll would immediately kill your bosses if you don't
Well,
pick them
it would
as
kill.
friendlies.
It would either kill our boss
It
or his best friend.
No, it would kill both of them. In the
Well,
in
no,
the
because I
distance right
think
now.
I think the one against the wall is far enough away that it.
Yeah, only one
Would
of them's
he-
close enough.
No, he would have been in there because to avoid the other fire being 10
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
influence,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
would have
yeah,
gone
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
It would kill both of them if you did.
On the
this.
other side of the net right next to that second pillar, yeah, it would have hit him.
They both clipped it during their movement. So
Because they're both fucking idiots.
they're
Okay,
okay.
any number of creatures. Any number of creatures. Cool. Thank you.
if you were in this situation, would you cower in fear in the back behind a statue
Yes.
where your
Yes.
only protection is dying?
Yes.
Yes.
I still.
Mog
mean,
has
only-
12 HP.
Only one of them is dying.
22.
Let me point that out here.
Okay,
The Dragonborn
all
looks
right.
fine.
22. Yeah, the Dragonborn looks fine, but the Dragonborn's also surrounded by them.
Good.
We turn around and say, "Don't worry, she's just the intern."
It's just
Just an intern. It's fine. We'll replace her later.
Rivallon.
I really want to swear at you. I am on Rival's channel.
Oh, it's alright. I don't give a shite right now.
Fuck you lot.
Hey! Don't
made her
swear.
swear.
You're gonna
We
get
did
paid
it.
less than the experience we're paying you.
Yeah.
No.
Also,
we've got Mikey on the
we
channel.
got red
He's
to
like,
swear. It's mission success. We can go
So
home, boys.
Rivallon, it's your turn, and there's one right in front of you.
Yeah, and I'm going to ignore it.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to there.
You gotta do a.
Okay. Hold on. It's got to make an attack of opportunity.
I
Unless you
fully
disengage.
expect you to like walk around the corner and there's just bang. There's 6 of them standing there.
Play with us.
Why is it
That's a
weirder when
hit.
you say it, rival?
This rival's fucking creepy.
Okay, you take 10 damage, but now you can move.
Play with us.
Rivallon is heavy, and
it
he's like
it
really
swipes
far
at
away
you
from
as
me.
you move past. It swipes at you as you move past, but you get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Now wait.
Okay,
just wanna
I
point out that
changed
Rivallon
my
is really-
hunter's mark to fire being number 1.
Okay. So bonus action, switch it.
Yep, I've just got to control, boop, boop. Okay,
All right,
Boopity
Rivallon.
boop boop boop. Boopity boop boop.
I get advantage. Haha.
You do. That's
It dropped
two
to 19, so I can
19s.
take a 19.
Dro- Yep.
That's how
Okay.
dice work.
Make your attack 6 damage plus your d6. So another 6 on top of that.
Do I get advantage on the
So-
next attack as well?
It's only it's only the first
Oh.
one. It automatic.
Fire being 1 also should have taken an extra 8 damage from me. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we'll
Because of
do
my
that
wounds.
after we
Yeah.
complete this. Okay. Yeah, you hit with a 23. Yeah. Go ahead. 5 damage. Okay. And another 8 damage. You said just straight up
Yeah.
8. Okay. So it looks not great. Not great. It's
Is that the
having
technical term?
it's not-
Also,
it's not its composure is very it's not holding its shape as much anymore. There's
Where's
a lot
the 8?
of flames.
Are you saying it's a
he's done it.
3.6?
I already did it. It's not a D8. He just gets a flat extra 8, so I just applied 8 extra damage
Oh,
to its health.
okay.
He just does it because his wings are like, fuck you.
Yeah, he just fucking does it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, rival.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go to
Insert Halo music here, basically, is what those wings are.
break. We'll go to break, and we'll begin next round with water.
Why don't we just do Sesh?
Because Sesh is gonna have a full round, and we're at break. We're actually over for break.
Yeah, we're like 10 minutes over break.
Yeah. So we want to finish. We want to do the break now.
I actually didn't
and you
realize
guys
that we were so far into the session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it's because we started a little bit late because of,
Mech
So
Anyway.
5, guys.
Anyway, we will see you in about 5 to 10 minutes. Go get yourselves a cup of tea or any sort of sustenance you need.
Come
Use
back
bio
for
and
the
we'll
death
be
of the
back at
party.
home. Yeah, come back for the CPK. See you soon.
This is a perfectly balanced encounter. really good. Like,
Yep.
why don't they just fucking do that?
We're back.
Why can't DC just make that, but in live action? Why is their live
Because
action
they're
shit so
bad.
bad?
That's why.
Why
That's why.
why is it? There's got to be somebody pulling their hair out in the DC studios, just like, how the fuck can Marvel
There's,
make a
like,
movie
some
with a
mid-level
sentient
man-
talking raccoon, and we can't
like-
make a Wonder Woman movie that works? God damn
There's
it!
like some middle-level manager, right, who like is in charge of the animation
Because
stuff,
there
and
was
he's just
this-
fucking losing his mind.
There's someone in like the DC filmmaking department that keeps going, this would look better in slow motion.
Yeah, there's
No,
got to
one of the like
It's just like
the
if
executive
you
editors
really
are
look
like,
at it,
slow it down.
all the DC stuff that's good is in animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like none of their live action stuff's really good in the last like 10 years.
Do you know why?
Wonder Woman.
Because Wonder Woman's pretty marginal. I thought it was an okay movie, but it wasn't like really good. It was kind of like it was average. It was average. I like the casting.
I'd say the
Gal
Joker.
Gadot's great. No, the Joker's good, but the Joker isn't a mainline one of the like. Yeah, it was
That's-
a side
Aquaman was
movies.
pretty good, actually. Aquaman was pretty good.
Is it?
Yeah, Aquaman was pretty good.
I actually heard so little about it. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
thing.
I knew-
Nobody really watched it, but it's really good. Jason Momoa is great.
I didn't realize that came out like until
That,
obviously.
yeah, what's going on, dude? You
They
are
also
a
got
billion
Jason
dollar.
fucking Momoa to play him, and like that's
You're
a
a
perfect
fucking
casting.
billion-dollar company. Put some fucking marketing into it. God damn.
Yeah.
Even
Anyway.
Marvel has bad Marvel movies, but they still advertise the shit out of them, so you
Yes.
know when they come out.
Anyway, look, we need to get back to this.
Continue.
Okay,
Otherwise,
yeah.
we'll be like
We'll
here,
have another
we'll,
Mechwara scenario.
we'll be stuck in this like combat for like 4 sessions.
Reborn
otherwise.
scum. Okay, so.
Well, the amount of bad guys that are still alive, you're damn right we will be.
Yep.
So Sesh is beginning of her turn, but
So I will
do
make them
the-
roll saves. I think I have
Yeah,
everyone.
6, 2, 9, and 1.
The guy where 3 isn't in range, is he? Let me check. 5, 10, 15. No, he's
3
just
is
there.
not in range.
We're good.
No,
We're good.
no.
Yeah. So let me just click the save button. Hopefully it works.
They all failed. Oh no,
Nice.
one of them succeeded. One of them succeeded.
Fire being
Okay.
2
Fire being
succeeded.
2. Fire
Yep.
being 2 succeeded.
And now I
Everyone-
roll
every-
damage.
Yeah. Roll the damage. Damage.
That's pretty mediocre, but it's
Okay.
better. Than
Fire being 1 is dying.
cool. I took one of them down.
So the last of the rain just sprinkles on it, and it just kind of it makes like this. It starts screaming, and then it's kind of just wisps of flame and goes down.
Okay, so that's cool. Let me go ahead and
Okay, so fire
deselect
being
all of
one.
these
Hold on.
because it
Yeah.
does not apply.
Layer, layer interrupt.
And he's not healing you. I noticed this.
No, it's okay.
That's
Give
not.
me a fucking minute.
He hasn't got a spell yet. That was left over from last turn.
Yeah.
Layer interrupt.
Another one of them just spawned.
No.
All of them just
Help
spawned.
me.
Let me just check what happens in this one. This is fucking hilarious. You gloom and doom seeker.
Yeah, fire being 11 down south.
That was already there.
That
Yeah,
one
that
was
was
already
already
there.
there.
That came there last turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens? You hear what you heard before the last time one of them died, a kind of like rising energy sound. This time actually very close to you, directly to the right of Sesh, with the hooded figure, the third one from the top of the right side. Starts glowing a little bit, and you hear then nothing, and then all the creatures start flickering slightly, as they've been flickering, but more so, and then they all go away. That was a natural 1 on the layer action, which you'll see what that means. But
So let's
There's
just
nothing in
keep-
front-
Let's keep it to the combat. Let's keep the tracker up.
no, there's nothing in front. There's nothing to combat
There's,
anymore.
there's no combat. We are out of combat.
Combat.
You hear the rising tension, and then something like a fuse blows or something like that, and you just see all of the creatures as they get.
Blow.
Yeah, you hear them start laughing, and then and they just
Okay.
Fair enough.
I know some of us are hurt, but I think we should get out of this room. into the next chamber.
Marco and Reyes. Marco
Yeah,
and Reyes
I'm
stop for
going
a second,
with
and
them.
They just. What do we do? What do we do? We go back in the stairs.
No,
stairs.
no, into the main chamber, because if this is some sort
This
of
is
trap,
the main chamber. That's the burial chamber. That's
yes,
where
the
the
burial
person.
into the burial chamber.
You think that's gonna be better?
Okay, if this was a trap and there's a way to turn it off, it will probably be in the burial chamber.
Isaac's right. We need to get in there.
Go
towards
now.
burial chamber.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
they start
shoot you in
going.
the kneecaps.
they start going. They start going. There is a there, and we're not in the map's not. They don't need to use the map
I'm
anymore.
alive.
Barely.
I will
fucking
use the map.
lucky
just to
sons of
heal
bitches.
Mog.
Can,
I'm just gonna use the map to
I'm a
heal
we
daughter
get
of the
into the
bitch,
next
thank
chamber
you.
first.
As you're
Like
running,
Isaac suggested.
you see large stone doors like the ones you came in through to this room.
I can cast and
they are-
move. It's fine.
They are inscribed with the same language that that you saw on the outside of the mound. Mog, you see,
Thanks,
you
Sesh.
can read. You can
Yep.
read this as you're coming up, and it reads the name of the individual who is buried here, his final
I'm
resting
fine.
place.
You're fine.
Uh,
You ran
you
away.
come up to the-
you don't get any
You come up
healing.
to the doors. There's no locking mechanism on them. They're just the same kind of freehand kind of doors. Need whoever's trying to open this strike checks. They're large stone.
I'm busy
doors.
healing people, so.
No, apparently not.
Will you shut up?
Ustinia, me and you, let's go. Let's try and push this.
Push.
All right, both of you roll strength checks.
I mean, the last
Oh,
time this
hell.
happened, Justinia carried me. It's cool. Where is it?
I'll help. I'm gonna go and help Isaac's side because
Roll another one, Isaac. Then just we'll say it's advantage. Or
Rivallon.
is that, fuck it, I'll average.
Me and Rivallon both don't even add up to what the strength Ustinia.
I'll average it out. We average it out, and I'll say you the adrenaline's going, and you just start pushing. You hear the grinding noise of the doors slowly opening, and on the other side of the chamber, as you go into it, you see a somewhat large
Oh God.
chamber, not as big as
Fire
the one you were in,
deity.
not as big as the one that you
Yeah, we find
were previously in.
In full wolf
Not as-
form.
Not as big as the one that you had previously been in, but it doesn't have as many pillars. It's very open. It looks to be more rough cut. Like this may be the room that you're in before. Like this may have been made in bedrock instead of being like part of the mound's construction. This may have been carved in.
Get the fuck out of you.
Glow power.
There we go.
Bite me.
No.
No, I don't want your healing.
Okay, then fuck you. You don't want it, you're not getting it.
It's been a minute now. My wings dissipate.
Yeah. A somewhat large chamber. You see in the center there is a tomb, and then that is being constructed in the center with a stone chair. On the chair there is a skeletal individual sitting, like a skeleton, just kind of slumped. You can see it softly smoking around it. Just like soft smoke rising off, and you get the odor of something cooking when you enter the room. Around the center, in the walls, there are carved shelves and little like holes that you see artwork and other like fancy gold item. You see scrolls. You also see arrayed in front of the tomb. Like behind the tomb is what I meant. In one of those walls, you see a collection of probably 50 skulls, all with various different etchings and carvings, and they're inlaid with gold and jade and diamond and turquoise and lapis lazuli, just all kinds of different things, like art, just art. Very not, not very.
Child friendly.
Yeah, friendly art. But that's what you see, and yeah, you get the smell of some sort of like meat is cooking somewhere in this chamber, or something like that.
Is it us?
make a perception check.
So Rivallon's on fire. That's what you're telling me.
Make a
Yeah, I got
perception
seven.
check. Anybody who wants to make it.
Okay then. Let's go.
All I
fuck
see is a smoking skeleton, and I think that's the fire demon.
Oh god.
Hey, my
Okay.
character is still under the influence of rage, so
Oh yeah! Just runs up to the big skeleton, decapitates it.
yes.
22.
Okay, Isaac and Rivallon. You both, and you hear a, and you see over in the far end of a corner of this little like semi-round chamber. It's like an ovoid. You see a cooking rat in a what looks to be some sort of arcano mechanical like gear, and it's cooking. And you see like it's softly smoking and kind of cooking with electricity, and the whole mechanical device is smoking.
So those flame people in the other room were controlled by whatever this device is, and thankfully this rat has saved our bacon by getting itself stuck in the mechanisms.
Yeah, natural one on the layer action. When the rat gets caught in the mechanical device controlling the flame guards. Immediate
Wow.
end combat.
We got
So-
fucking lucky on that one.
Yep. Fucking natural
Because
one.
we were being wailed on.
Yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
so
yeah.
glad.
And there was a
that
couple of things that could have happened in that thing. But yeah, that was a natural one.
When you laughed, I was like, oh no, he's after rolling a natural 20 and a greater fire demon. He's just gonna kick down the fucking.
Oh no, natural 20 actually.
the Balrog of Morgoth appears.
natural 20 1d4 plus 1 flame guard spawn from statues. So
I attack the machinery.
it just starts.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
He's
this.
raging. He's raging. So yeah.
Roll damage. Roll damage. I'm not gonna make you hit. It's a stationary large mechanical. Yeah, it's not. You start breaking this down. It's got like gears and like crystals and stuff that have been placed, and you just start breaking the shit out. Just like the printer in Office Space, just kicking the shit out of it and wearing it
like
down.
the machinery.
I don't know why, but I just imagine Marco and Reyes are just like, oh, just about to
you
say
do that-
something, but then you realize how
Well,
pissed.
no,
you
you
are.
do that, and Reyes go. Okay, never mind.
Click the dice, not the name of the spell.
No, not
yeah.
doing that.
Click the little magnifying glass, and then it'll open up.
No,
for you.
because it's not got a magnifying glass on it.
Then
It's
it's
not-
fucked. I guess.
Okay, I'm just gonna give myself 8 hit points. Oh wait, no, I've been healed. Oh, you're healing
Yep.
me, Sesh.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's just been going
Sesh
around.
has been healing the shit out of everybody in the time.
like
So-
you're a bitch, and you're a bitch, and you're a bitch.
I can, if I
Okay.
can touch someone, I can make someone just have 8 hit points back. So is anyone
Yeah.
still health?
Yeah, I do.
I think
Rivallon.
Yeah,
Rivallon, you can have my freebie HP. You just Isaac puts a hand on your shoulder. It glows slightly, and you feel this warmth that just makes you feel better.
How much-
Okay, so
Oh, cool. Thank
Hey.
you.
okay.
I can
Uh,
expend some spells if you need it as well.
No,
I mean,
alright,
I
I'm just
offered, but he said he didn't want it, so fuck him.
I was offering again.
What?
No,
So you're
good.
saying cure wounds? No, it has a magnifying glass next to it. I can click into
Not
it. and
on
just
level
open it.
2.
Oh no, it
yeah,
doesn't.
no,
you have to.
you
You have to
have
make
to
a new
add those.
action thing.
Manually.
Yeah, you have to add those. You have to make.
I'm
that.
trying.
Uh,
Oh, you have to add it, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you so once the
I can wait until
magnifying
after the
glass-
session. Just tell them to roll.
Well,
just
it's,
roll
I
2d8
could-
to add your modifier.
Yeah, just roll 2d8 plus what is that? 2d8
Probably
plus
2
1.
wisdom. So
2d8 plus 1.
yeah, just roll 2d8 and then put a +1 in the little modifier thing in the bottom.
And that's how much you
corner.
heal. Just
Yeah.
roll that
Yeah,
in
just
the
drag
open
another
right now.
D8 up there. If
Yeah.
you click the.
Take a d8 up, right click, and then drop it.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah. That way, it's not manual, but it still works. Reyes. Okay, so we clear? Is this good?
Well, from what I can see, that controlled everything, so I hope so.
That controlled
Yeah.
everything in the previous room.
Yes.
Let's check this room to be safe, because this is the burial chamber, although he seems to be on a pedestal rather than the sarcophagi.
This skeleton, the skeletal remains just kind of like.
I've put Eldritch Sight
Yes.
on for detect magic.
Reyes,
Okay.
Marco, step
So-
outside while we check the room.
I'm not going up there.
No,
I'm
just
not fucking going out there. No.
don't move for now.
Just stay still.
I'm all right. Mog, you arcane sight. You see, the throne, this chair thing that this individual being was propped up on, is connected to the same device that Ustenia just broke apart, just killed. And if you take some time to, I'm not going to make you do major investigations. If you look around, you can see this creature, or not creature, this skeletal remain recently moved probably within the last 10 minutes, and now is no longer
Could I make a religion
mobile.
check?
Religion check?
Can
Sure.
I talk to
What are
the
you trying?
party quietly without the scientists who don't believe anything listening?
I think they're more inclined to believe us now. Just saying.
Yeah, that's fair,
No,
yeah.
it's fine. I'll just kill.
This
Oh.
this gentleman was moving around.
Can I make
I
a religion check?
That
Sure.
is
go ahead
magic.
and make a religion
The
check.
same magic that was causing our little fiery friends was keeping him animated.
Or he
Oh.
is, or he is animated and he was controlling the fiery friends.
Or he was not skeleton before, but that rat backfired that hideous machine and turned him into skeleton.
Oh, that works. I'd like to
I
think
like
he
he was-
died in pain.
When we came in.
That's the optimistic option, I guess.
Dice won't roll for me. I'm being very annoyed.
I had my eyes fixed on this guy now as well, just like
Reyes raises. I overheard. Archaeologists can tell if he's been dead, or mobile recently, or anything like that. Just
Have a look at him, my friend,
okay.
don't get too close.
I rolled an
from
18.
a
Okay.
distance.
Sorry, I rolled a 23 total.
What specifically are you? I was trying to ask. What specifically are you trying to get with the religion check?
So, I fought undead before. Does this thing look like it might have been an animated skeleton a few minutes ago from the magic?
I mean, it looked like it was probably mobile recently, but you're mostly getting that. And team, you and Reyes look at this. From the way that the dust is accumulated, because there's a big layer of dust on everything. This creature has a big layer of dust on it, but you can tell that it recently moved because where its arms don't have dust, and there's marks
Silhouette
from
of-
moving.
Yeah.
We
From
flipped the
it
switch
moving.
opening the door.
It didn't get up, but its arms moved, and it looked like it was trying to from the marks on the dust. But now it is just a slump pile of
It was in the middle of getting
of
out of the
bones.
chair, and then it just conked out.
So
Yeah.
something was reanimating it. Maybe. Oh, clever girl.
It was the
It was a
machine,
raptor.
I think maybe the life or the energy that we were losing to the creatures that were guarding the other room may have been siphoning through the machine into the chair, into trying to reanimate him.
Okay, so most of my Rivallon and Isaac's life essence went into this gentleman. I'm not okay with that.
Oh no.
Did I destroy it?
There's a pretty good chance this might be the last king of Gaul.
So what
Seems
you're
like you
saying
didn't
already
is
told
you-
us that,
You don't want us to actually kill it?
Well, I'd rather not.
Did they?
I mean,
did they
it's not dead. It's dead. It's
Yeah,
dead.
it was
That is-
dead before,
did they-
apparently, according to you.
Did they just
Well, it
literally
probably was.
name this person Vercingetorix?
Never seen last king of ghoul. Yeah, ghoul spelled out, not ghoul. It's ghoul.
So Sesh will approach the.
So what did we
Sesh will
take
approach
down
the-
this guy's name as in the end? What
You
was his
have it.
moniker? Something
it's
the
the
Skull
Skull
King.
It's well, I mean, this might be King Pasidonius V of the Gaul,
That's fine. It was a
Protector
Skull
of the-
King, so he won't mind if we crack his skull
protector of the
open.
people, tamer of the outlands, the Skull King.
The Skull King.
You see, that's the one that we hang on to because it's the one that stands out the most.
Well, yeah, it would.
That and the decor.
Well, yeah, look at that, and he points to the
Wall of
Wall.
Skulls.
wall of artisanal skulls that are behind the king.
Artisanal skulls.
It's artisanal
I'm
skulls, like
thinking like
like
those
we
Mexican
like
dead
we've gone
skulls.
into a hipster text next. Like the all Day of the Dead with the flower patterns.
Yeah. But yeah, Sesh is gonna walk up to the throne and see if she can figure out.
You
magic of
smell like an ozony smell as you
Mhm.
get closer to it, and the kind of wisps of little like ash and smoke are still
Mhm.
rising off of it. When you get closer to it, you have a massive passive perception score, and you are versed in medical and religion.
Yep.
This is a long dead. This is the long dead remains of a male human.
Okay. It looks
there
like he's
anything
been
else?
long dead, but at the same time, the smell gives
2
away.
millennia, most likely.
Have you ever smelled undead before?
I mean, no. I've smelled dead before. Archaeologist, remember, just putting that out there.
There's a decided difference between undead and dead, which is why I asked specifically for dead. They have a certain odor to them. It smells.
Give me 2 seconds.
Raw.
I walk up and I put some holy water on the corpse.
Okay.
Some holy water. That's it.
Begone, Satan!
Give it a minute. Another minute. The corpse is now slightly moist in
We're
certain
good.
areas.
So what you're saying is the bone is moist.
It would have been a more instantaneous reaction. We don't have to like wait around too long. Would have sizzled like.
So you're saying the only reason we're still alive is because a rat got
Yeah.
into the machinery?
Yeah.
Only reason you're all still alive.
I'm sorry. We were getting out of there. You.
Yes, we
We're
did
surrounded.
notice you running for your life.
Our job's not to fight them. That's yours.
Your job was to
actually, can we
investigate
just
this
go
place.
back to
Our
that?
job was to find traps. This wasn't a trap.
This
This was the definitive version of a very high level and complex
Are you
masochistic
arguing
trap.
with
But
the
still,
By
elf
the
who
way-
has no problem in killing people?
Hey Reyes, you know it was 200 gold per person. We didn't sign up for this.
Good luck. I got 250 gold
Well,
for all of you.
I guess
like
you're
Will
buying us the
Reed's.
first round of drinks then.
Hey guys, how much do you think the artifacts in here would go for?
Good point.
Bag of holding! Give me a bag of
Christina.
holding!
Just gonna start taking those skulls.
Justinia moves himself into the
joking.
way of the doorway.
Ooh.
Rivallon unsheaths
So-
his sword again.
My little friends,
My little friends.
we were told and advertised that we will be here to disarm traps in a manner that, being Otessian, I'm kind of used to you people screwing us over, but the manner you make it was standard, normal fare of traps, like spring trap, maybe bow trap, maybe spikes or things like that, not wave after wave of flaming beings. Yes,
Hey,
they-
I didn't know that was gonna happen. Okay.
yes.
I didn't
Yes.
know we were gonna be facing down the
I
sick
appreciate
nightmares of some masochistic
I wanna roll
skull
insight
person.
to see if
Justinia
it-
lifts up his hand to show that he doesn't care.
Yeah, and while he's
I
talking, I'm gonna roll
appreciate that. I
Okay.
appreciate that. That is why I'm not breaking you both metaphorically and literally. What I am doing is saying that I think we deserve slightly higher compensation for the gross difference in risk of that we expected to compare to what we actually ended up facing. You only literally have 250 gold on you, or do you have more?
Or do we have
I
the pick
li-
of what's in this room?
Yeah.
I quite literally only have 250. That's a lot of insight checks.
It's not rolling. It's not rolling when I click on it, and I'm like, okay, let me.
Justinia sort of
12.
waves his hand around the very room. Just
I-
he's done with them
this-
for the minute.
You people don't seem to understand. I don't have. This is not mine. Okay, this is the Grand Library of Takova's. This
Don't
Do
care.
they need to know?
Don't quiet.
This
Don't
is
care. Quiet.
this
quiet.
is
Don't
not
care.
my this is not my rodeo. Okay.
Don't care.
Roach, I've just done an
Yes.
intimidation check.
No, I get that. This isn't him being defiant. He rolled a natural 1 on his This isn't him being defiant. This is him being defiant. I am in. Do you have any idea how much it costs to do this? To get there's 20 people up there that suck down food like goddamn. Fuck. I don't even know. Okay. No,
Should have hired a
yeah,
cleric. We can make those for free.
I don't need to hear it. I don't need to hear it. Okay. Yeah, I am in so much debt, up to my eyeballs.
This is why we don't go to
Who
college.
doesn't care.
Because of this mission. I have no ability to give you anything in this room. And you don't want to get on the bad side of the library.
Who's going to tell them?
The fact that you have to leave through the camp. There is
With
a
a bag of
representative
holding.
that he points to Mog. You talk to one of them. She is there. She all looks
Okay.
nice and so it just has so healthy.
Everybody, let's
Goddamn.
take a breather.
I-
Ustinia, remain by the door. The rest of us are going to investigate the rest of this chamber. There's still things to translate. There's still stuff to work out here.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the walls.
I'm going to investigate
They're-
nothing
they're
'cause
actually-
I'm blind all of a sudden.
Yeah, there actually is no writing on the walls. This is bare.
Okay.
This is
I'm
bare
gonna
carved
read what
stone.
I can. I'm not
I
opening
want
the
to.
scroll.
I want to investigate the skulls and the throne and just the things in the room.
Okay.
I'm standing
Roll
next to you,
investigation
Stinia.
check.
That's a 10.
10. Okay. The skulls look to be human in origin. They are real.
They all real.
They are real.
They're really real.
They're actually bone.
Yes, they're actual bone. They are intricately carved. Like engravings across their whole surfaces, and there is inlays of different materials in all of these engravings. And each one of them has slightly different material inside of them, and they make up if you get past the fact that it's a skull, actually very pretty.
Isaac doesn't mind skulls.
They're made
He's
like
he's had made the skull of a
there's some
heretic on his blade.
silver, gold, platinum, electrum, like all these different precious materials, metals, rock, various different precious metals and precious
How many skulls are there?
stones. 40. Just all takes up a whole shelf. Or
The Skull King is pretty accurate, it turns out.
At a glance, how many statues were there in the previous room?
Less than 40.
Yeah, less. That's 6, 12.
Sesh, you have a medical knowledge as well. Do these all look the same gender? These skulls? Archaeologists,
I
you feel free to
think
pitch in as well.
26.
I think it's pretty
20.
hard.
There's like
to tell-
26 statues.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's pretty hard to tell the difference between a male skull and a female skull, right?
Oh no.
No, jawbone.
Forensic jawbone, but you need that's like a
The jawbone isn't there, right?
That's why I turned to the archaeologist as well and the medical person. Like,
Okay, so wait, so you're threatening us to extort us, and now you want our help?
Oh no, he's not threatening you to extort you. I am.
No, you are. You're all together. We came as a package deal, okay?
Oh, I am nothing
asked
like
you a
package
question.
deal.
Do you bring the skull over to us?
No, I'm not. I've not touched them. I'm not lifting them off the shelf.
It's not an idiot.
You just grab one and then it just turns to dust. Like
It's just
grab
like,
one
I'm
and-
gonna
and-
touch. It casts inflict wounds on me at 10th level. I just crumble.
you're resistant
keel
to
over.
necrotic. You'll be
This is
fine.
good.
I'm resistant to necrotic, but 10th level would be 12d10
Ridiculous amount, yeah.
damage.
It could do like
So you
it could
take
do
half of
100 yeah, he'd die immediately.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And if I don't, I'd take a critical injury because of those rules.
Oh yeah, forgot
Because it would definitely do over 35 damage to me, even if it all rolled ones.
I
Like,
actually entirely forgot that rule was a thing until you mentioned it.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys haven't been really taking a massive amount of damage. You just taking.
no, we've been fighting lots of little hordes, which is like, which is
Yeah,
in a sense worse because we're not really built for crowd control.
yeah. I'm gonna walk over and take a look at the nearest skull, see if I can ascertain if it's male or
Okay,
female.
you find it's an average sized human skull. This one has inlaid of some sort of blue stone that's in there in like intricate patterns. There's
That
no
actually
language or
tilts her
writing
head
on them.
slightly, like, huh, that's
They're just
unique.
intricate little patterns. So it's just there. What are you doing? You're just looking at it, or
Well, first of all, with my passive, is there any like anything that's obvious when I look? Any like trap wise, anything obvious on the
doesn't
shelf?
look like it. They're not like mounted on anything. They're just on
They're
a
just-
bare shelf. Yep.
Yep.
They have no
So-
they have no jaw. It's just the top part of the skull. but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will very gently pick it up.
Okay.
Really?
It is.
To be
Pick it
or
up.
not to be?
You pick it
That
up,
is
you
the
hear an
question.
echoing noise. It's just
It's the wrong Shakespeare.
soul gets
quote.
sucked out.
Yeah.
You look at it. You pick it up.
Is it?
Average.
Can I tell
little
if it's male
heavier.
or female? Looking at it as I turn it over and.
I mean, give me a medical check.
Alright.
Give me a medicine check.
Please, dice, don't be a bitch this time and roll when I click. Please, I swear to God, dice. Swear to God, I'm gonna take you outside back and I'm gonna shoot you.
Like,
I'm not
like,
gonna
like,
shoot
like the dog in the dog in of Mice and Men. Like,
No, just like
The
like
dog
Larry.
of mice and men. You mixed in two completely different
Yeah.
movies.
like
Old
Kenny.
Yeller
It's not
and
Larry,
Mice
it's
and
Kenny or something.
Take it. Well, yeah, but they also take Old Yeller, which is much more apt because
They
they
are
take
not
Old
Old
Yeller
Yeller.
out back and shoot.
no, they do that to Candy's dog in Of Mice and Men as well.
Yeah, but of Mice and Men, the much more known scene of taking somebody out back and shooting them is
I mean, that's clever writing. That it's meant to symbolize the same thing. Like,
Dice, why are you so
it's
annoying?
foreshadowing.
okay.
Oh,
So
you-
19.
19.
You got a 19.
Yeah, it was like I had to like rapid fire click to get it to work. I don't know why it's not working properly
Lag.
today. Somebody shoot fucking. Somebody
Roach
shoot.
is using a
the
lag
server.
switch.
Yeah, Roach is turning on a lag switch.
It's not helping me much.
No, apparently not.
So,
I mean, you were doing pretty
you got a
well now.
19. With
Yeah.
that 19, you looks probably male. 80%, 70-80% chance. Looks like a
I
male's
give it
skull.
75% that this is a male skull. He says to
Okay.
Isaac.
I'm just making sure that the creatures out there aren't anyway linked to the skulls.
I put the skull back.
Because those things out there are all gendered female.
Yeah, the outward looks, yeah.
Yeah,
So they became a
outwardly.
little bit less. They became less. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know how they identify.
Yeah, exactly.
Physically, from my eyesight, they were gendered female.
Mm-hmm. I go back over and stand next to Justinia until Isaac has another question.
Is there anything else in the room? Any chests? Any?
Like I said, it is inlaid with many small treasures. There's a whole wall of like scrolls and like in shelves, like in little like cubby holes. There's skulls, little trinkets. Not like outward gold or anything like that. There's
There isn't like a
it's just-
giant pile of platinum just sitting in the corner
Yeah,
somewhere.
there isn't any of that.
No.
It's like less his wealth of money, but more like this is the
His
precious
collectibles.
items.
Dr.
His
Reyes.
precious items. Yes.
As I understood, when we first were talking about this yesterday evening, you specifically said to us that any scrolls and documentation belong to the library. Am I correct
Yes.
in that remembrance? As
Yes.
I understand it, some of these
I was
items here are
under-
neither scrolls or documentation.
I was underselling how much they own of
Don't
this
care.
site.
We're not
They-
expecting to take one of the skulls because they are clearly of significant historical significance.
Well,
However,
it doesn't really matter because I can't. Because I
Well,
can't
she's saying this
necessarily.
behind
I
Reyes.
can't have them either.
Isaac's going into the bag of holding.
They're going to.
into the bag of holding.
They're gonna. They have people there in the camp right now who are going to come down here, catalog this whole place, and they're going to take what they want, and then
I
we get the
understand
leftovers.
that, but we are already here and we have deep pockets.
Deep pockets.
Sasha's just standing
Would
next
you
to
stop
the
that?
door. Sasha's just standing next to the door.
I
like,
can
"Oh."
directly see you. I am looking at your face right now.
We
Can
do
we
not
like
want the
not
skull
defile
scrolls.
like
We
a
do
tomb,
not
please?
want the
This is
scrolls.
this is a deep
Scroll.
archaeological
Oh, for God's
archaeological
sake.
site.
You see what I was
With
having
so-
my problem there, dear? Are you gonna now make
Ha-
more fun?
How about this? How about this? How about this? I'm willing to work a little bit. I'm willing to work a little bit with you. Okay, on this, I'm willing to help a little bit because you know what? This was fuck. Okay, this is
Really?
I've been in.
Incorrect, Dr. Reyes.
I've been in 2 of these mounds before. Okay,
Reyes.
the worst thing we found was an acid pit. All right, so this no, this not happens. Okay, take scrolls. Take the ones you want. Don't take them all because it's gonna look suspicious
Don't-
because they would have been here. Look through them. See if there's any of them you want. Take them.
Okay.
I won't say anything.
We'll take
Leave
those
the rest of it.
40.
No, scrolls, not
Right,
skulls.
Reyes, I was about to
Make up your
say,
mind.
are there any that you want because we could smuggle them out for you?
No, I'm not doing this for wealth, or I would be doing something else. I think I've made it painfully apparent. I don't make a lot
You're
of money.
wearing a
here.
different
I
hat.
I know.
Put it down,
Is there
shall we?
anything that you could?
Yeah. Is there
Is there
anything that
anything-
we could get for you?
If I wrote a paper on something, they'd have to know where it came from. So that kind of leaves. It's not great. So
Okay.
no, I just want the ability to write on this and get information. I'm good. Money's not an issue. Well, it's an issue, but it's not something that's going to be a major.
A major issue in about 5 minutes after he gets everyone down here and they catalogue everything, and then he's made fabulously wealthy from this wonderful find.
All right, let's have a look. Let's see what we've got in
Masterful-
here. Then.
Masterful God, I can read all of the scrolls. Which ones am I taking?
Okay, you go through the scrolls. The scrolls.
It's hard to say scrolls and skulls.
And scrolls.
And
Yeah.
scrolls.
We've got an episode title though, haven't we?
Scrolls and skulls. So you go through most of these are records. They're
I'm a
like
very
the
quick
writings, and the deeds of King Pasidonius V, etc., etc., etc. Skull King. It's pretty dry. It would be very probably useful for an academic sense. You do find tucked away to the side there are 4 scrolls of Speak with Dead.
Ooh.
Can we cast that on him?
I can cast it on him. I have it.
What? Is there an Age of Corpse thing?
Let me check.
I
I have
think
the
there
is. If so-
spell list right here.
Reyes, we could offer you a great opportunity for your research right now.
Let me see. Speak with Dead. Where is it? Why am I blind? Speak with Dead. There it is. It is a level 3 spell. So that's actually a pretty decent spell scroll. Well, 10 days.
Yeah, he's deader than 10 days.
Okay, yeah, he's much deader than 10 days. Fine.
Actually, no. No, the spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days, not the
Oh.
not the 10 days old. It has to still have a mouth. and
It does. It has a jaw, right? It's a full skeleton.
Yeah.
But does it need
So
a
let me
tongue?
see. Until the spell ends, you can't. Five questions.
You can ask it
Uh,
5
it
questions.
has
Yeah.
that tongue.
And the corpse knows only what it knew in life, including its languages. So it would have to be Reyes who asks the questions because
It's under no compulsion to give you a truthful answer.
it doesn't have any
You
kind of
can
compulsion to
cast
just.
tongue,
I mean-
Sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You
That's
can
why I'm reading it from. I have it.
Yeah,
No.
that's what we're saying. We could speak with the dead with it and cast tongues. So like we could use this. Well, I could use a scroll. You cast tongues on me.
Yeah. Or I
So
could just cast
you-
Speak with Dead on myself and also
You
speak.
know that
tongue.
leaves.
They're both concentration, aren't they?
Okay,
No.
so you know that
Oh, no.
that sounds like a really good idea until you think about it, because we need to ground ourselves a bit and realize, because we've said it a couple of times. One of the titles of this man was Skull King.
I mean, I'm not human. He wouldn't want my skull.
And
I'm not human, you
Maybe
wouldn't
not.
want
Maybe he
mine.
didn't have a chance.
Not fully.
Maybe I take his skull.
Maybe, but I don't think speak with dead gives him any corporeal.
It doesn't
power
give them any
over-
kind of physical manifestation. You can just
I
speak
was gonna
with the
say,
spirit.
I don't really want to talk to a man that's known as the Skull King. Just me. Just
Uh.
that's me. I don't want to know. I don't really want to know him as a person.
Could he-
This is
In
academic.
theory, he could cast a spell on us.
Yeah, in theory, he could cast. No, he couldn't cast a spell because unless it's
semantic.
unless it's
It doesn't. It
semantic.
doesn't return. Speak with that
Or material.
because you have the spell. It doesn't return the soul to the body. It only returns an animating spirit, and it only
Yeah.
knows what the individual knew in his life. It doesn't know anything about after it died. Can't speculate on future events, and it can't comprehend that it's dead.
Yeah.
It's just.
So as far as it's known, it's just look, we're
It
here
just
now. and these
answers
are
5
people.
questions, and then the animated spirit kind of leave.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's-
Sesh will.
It's like a memory. It's like a memory taker thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
Sesh
just- it
will
just
like
can recite
portray
them.
that and say, look, there's no way for it to hurt anybody. It'll just disappear after 5 questions have been asked and nothing else.
If it's not compelled to tell the truth, then nothing I can get from it really gives me anything.
I mean, even if it
What
doesn't
if-
tell, it's something. You
Is
talk
there
to-
anything like locations of cities that he would have controlled? Anything like that you could get from it? You could put
It
down
just
on a
came
map?
from it.
Your goal.
I can say one
Yeah,
thing.
well, I mean, the proto version of that city. Yes, it's.
I can say one thing. No person is compelled to tell truth. But one thing I know about people with power is that they love to talk about themselves. And they tend not to necessarily outright lie. They tend to, if they do, they embellish. Like my sister, she embellish what she does. They don't make things up. Especially those that have power. It's people who don't have power that make things up. So,
Yeah, so they
I
can
understand.
If
But
we're.
if
it-
it's true in real life, but historians keep being obsessed with their quotes, then why not in this case?
You can get a quote directly from the skeleton's
I'm,
mouth.
okay, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm willing to give it one shot. You can have the rest. That fair?
I don't think. Yeah. Well, sure.
Whoever
So-
casts the spell has to ask the questions, though. That's the one stipulation. So
Yeah, you can
Well,
give me a question
we
after.
tell him the question. He has to say it. So
Yeah, you can tell me what question you want to ask the Skull King.
Okay.
Give me a minute,
I'm
and she
good with
pulls
that.
out a stick of incense and begins to burn it because that's the.
Starts. Just light the stick of incense and somatic.
you're doing this from
Verbal
your thing. So
somatic
we've
material.
still got the scroll.
Still
right?
got the 4 scrolls. Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
scrolls. Do you want to put them in the bag? Should we put them in the bag?
Well, I don't need them, so unless one of you guys want to keep them.
I think we should put them in the bag of holding just so that the people upstairs don't see them because they're not ever going to be able to see anything in the bag of holding.
Up to you.
Fine.
I mean, Mog, you found them.
In the bag of holding.
Okay.
Master Isaac.
So I will cast Speak with Dead. It takes an action, so just an action to cast. It's a duration of 10 minutes,
Okay.
and then I will cast.
You recite some ancient words and make a symbol with your hand, wave it over, and the incense kind of rise up above the corpse. In a minute, and that slight twitch of the head and the jaw kind of opens slightly. There's no eyes or any face really. It's just a slight like
Glowing.
light blue goes into the eyes. Only one of the eyes, and
It stands. Everybody run.
the head shifts slightly. The head shifts slightly, and it's waiting for. It has no. It
I
can't
cast
keep
tongues
you
on
in-
myself. Now I can understand it, and it can understand me. And then I look at
Okay.
Reyes as if to say, question.
Okay, that's really weird.
She nods, like,
ask him it. I guess we'll confirm. He's talking with Marco. I guess we should just confirm who it is. How many do we have of this?
5 questions.
Ask him who it is. So who he is. Let's make
I
sure.
will
Let's
then-
confirm.
Then turn to the skeleton and ask, who are you?
I should pass it on. The faith. Protector of Tame the Outland. Tamer of the Outland.
Better. Yeah.
It stops there.
I then turn to Marco and Reyes and inform them of what he just said. And I also didn't mention the Skull King.
Okay.
You can give me more questions.
I don't know.
How did he die?
Everyone's falling asleep at the back.
Why?
I thought you would still be looting this place. Just secretly on this-
I've just been told I'm not allowed to.
Like,
Why? The scrolls, by the way, are in the party sheet now.
Okay, cool.
Why did he collect the skulls? Probably a good question. Why do that?
I will then turn to him. Hi, King. Why did you collect skulls? Because she's trying to be respectful. It's a dead person.
Oh,
So
oh,
if I
you
had-
hi, King. I thought you
What
meant
up, King
hi.
Hi,
Yeah.
King.
I'm glad we all went there immediately.
I was I'm being respectful, and you guys are like, joke.
I thought that was the equivalent of you just turning to the dead person and just go, "Sup, bro?"
What's up, dude? Sa, bruh.
Well, it's like every
So,
time
dude,
Rose
I heard
says
you're totally
Skull
dead,
King,
but
I'm
let me
thinking-
ask you some questions.
Its head tilts slightly, and it doesn't have lips,
Mm-hmm.
but it feels like it might be smiling towards you. And again, no eyes either.
Mhm.
It's just a skeleton. It's not making mouth movements. Its jaw just opens and the sound comes out.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a good thing nobody else can understand what's being said here.
oh yeah. By the way, to you this sounds like Middle English.
Okay.
It's like it
Doesn't sound quite right.
It doesn't sound quite.
I will.
Quite
I
right.
mean so.
What's up,
Kick me
my
down.
king boy?
It's
Sa.
like a mix of Danish, and Swede, German.
Well, it's what they speak in Age of Empires. It's-
What
Meta show.
up?
See, the king just goes, wololo. Shuts up.
The human form is
such a beautiful thing. Skull, the embodiment of it.
Is that it?
Yeah, it stops
Yeah.
and
I'll turn to Marco and Royce.
and
I'll
then
say-
he's just like closes.
yeah, I'll turn to Marco and
Marco
Reyes.
and Reyes, because he's a sick motherfucker.
Because he makes Rivallon look like a daycare teacher.
That was 2.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll turn to Marco and Reyes and say, apparently he thinks the human is very beautiful, and that the skull encompasses.
That's very. It's fucked up.
I mean, isn't. It's
I mean,
essentially anthropology.
I don't know. I'm whatever. I
He
think
says to the
maybe
archaeologist.
Some cultures celebrate it.
He never said he killed them.
That's a good
Did
question.
he kill them?
I guess. Yes. Where are the skulls from?
Oh, you might want to define that as the skulls.
Where are the
here.
skulls that are currently behind him from?
Okay. How did you obtain the skulls for your collection?
That's good. Yeah. That one.
Zesh will nod and say to him, "Hi, King, bruh.
What up, buddy?
Hi,
Still
King, my dude,
Sup,
my
bro?
homeboy."
I just spilled a drink everywhere.
Oh dear. I also did it in Zesh's voice just to
What's
really see how
chillaxing,
it
my
was.
skeletal friend?
What's up, my calcium bro?
Calcium.
So
You're getting
yeah.
that vitamin D, ain't you?
Huh.
I hate all of you, but I love you at the same time.
Okay, that's a fairly standard feeling to have. I will then so Hi King, how did you obtain the skulls for your collection?
Jaw opens again. And by the way, it's just opening and the sound comes out. There's no
Yep,
no like
yep.
there's no rattle me bones kind of thing going
The
on.
rad never ends.
A trumpet
Mr.
off in
Bones
the
is right,
distance.
right.
A trumpet off in the distance. It's just the whole way.
No, no dooting, no dooting.
The dude is here.
Particularly beautiful example brought to me. They were obtained.
That's weirder. Yeah, that's bad. That's worse.
So he said that they were obtained. So
Okay, yeah, that's about all. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's about what I thought.
all right,
How
we have
did you
2
die?
questions.
Yeah, how'd he die?
Um,
That's a good one. We should collaborate more instead of you threatening me.
May I suggest another question?
I didn't threaten you yet.
Well, we got was it 2? So
We got 2 left.
so we can see how he died, and then what you want, ma'am, miss?
How does he know how the machine worked? The one that reanimated him and created our fiery little friends.
Excuse
will
me, sir,
ask-
are you a lich?
I will ask that
That's-
question first because it seems a lot more poignant.
Okay, well, I mean, this was kind of about me, but you know, you were helping
Hey,
me
you
out,
can
but all
use
right.
it in your papers, okay?
It's a good point. Yeah. Okay.
So shut the fuck. No,
Go
she
ahead.
doesn't say that. So, High King, the defenses that were placed in your burial, do you know how they were made?
My God, the flame would burn away the unnecessary, leave the beauty.
I didn't hear that properly. Sorry, Roach. That was too croaky.
Well, Sesh will
heard it.
translate.
Don't
Yeah,
worry.
Sesh will translate.
So
Well,
Sesh,
hold on.
like,
He's still going.
okay. I thought you'd stop there because of the bus.
No.
Sorry.
What they took would be given to me.
Now he's done.
So, like, Sesh has this look of curiosity on her face for a moment, and then she repeats what he said and says, so he doesn't know, but he does know that what it did was probably burn us until just the skull is left, and then brings it to him.
No. Sorry, I didn't hear what he said, but what he said was it would leave us in a state that was beautiful to him, and then what was taken would be given to him, e.g., our life.
I
It
will
did
also
what I
include that.
thought it would.
Yeah.
So we'll be left as pretty skeletons for him, whilst he got our essence.
So yes, it just seems like his device over there would have brought him back to life.
Hey, we're
This
lucky.
is like the mummy.
Good,
A little
good,
bit, yeah.
good rat
Oh,
friends.
I've read that poem.
And then she will
That was red.
turn to the skeleton and ask it, how did it die? It just knows what it knows, which means it knows how it died. I'd
Or
assume.
it didn't. Or it
I
didn't.
mean, eh.
Yeah, maybe if it was
Actually,
poison.
better. Actually, I'll Sesh will take her. Say, what is the last thing you remember?
Thaddeus and a knife.
And that's it. The spirit leaves then.
Yeah, you see the light in the eye dim, and then like a lightish blue rising up and into the ether, and then the skeleton.
I will then turn to Marco and to Reyes and say, seems he was assassinated by somebody named this.
Okay, that's actually that interesting. We'll have to look that up. Okay. We'll have to write that down. Is this clear? Are we clear? Thank you. It's directly to Sesh. Thank you. Are we clear here? Can I?
Look,
Can I-
I don't particularly care what you do or say. So,
Um,
I
So
honestly
that I
didn't want
can-
to take anything from here. I just wanted to be snarky because I was angry. So, sorry.
now that the fire has tempered, shall we say?
I mean, you still threatened to.
I didn't.
Well, you still pointing at Stenia still threatened me, and my friend.
And Rivallon. Rivallon was the only one who actually rolled an intimidation.
Justinian
Is
kind
very
of
true.
shrugs his shoulders. It's business.
Business.
It's your business. Never mind. We're tempered. It's fine. Okay. You got, from what I have been told, from what you said, some fairly valuable scrolls. Nobody will be none the wiser. And we can be. We'll go back up together. I'll give the word that everything's clear.
On
I will
the
keep-
way up,
we
we
need
should
to
check
make
some of those.
sure that
side
everybody
chambers.
knows about the step.
We need
Right.
to.
Yeah.
The
We
step,
also need to-
we didn't check any of the side chambers, so we'll give them a cursory glance.
You did.
On our way
You
back.
made
I
a
did.
you made a general roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivallon made
Oh.
a check. He found like charred corpses and stuff in there. So
Yeah, it's a lot.
No,
of
but we didn't check for traps,
Charred
did
room.
we?
No, that
I
was he
did,
did a general check, and that was the
oh,
one
yeah,
he found.
Okay.
which Sesh will go over to the machine and make sure it's broken, just to be sure.
Yeah, I know it's fucked up.
No, it's fucked up.
You
just
said there
looks
was
at it
like
and goes-
gemstones within it, right?
Like little gems and like
wanna take
arcanic
those.
gems. They don't exist anymore. He smashed the shit.
Aw.
He did a
Like,
lot of
like-
damage.
She looks at them, nods, gives Justinia a thumbs up.
They weren't even like. This thing is when they lose integrity, they don't just become like bits of smaller gem. They just become like dust. They disintegrate.
Are there any?
It's like casting a revivify. It's been used up in the spell.
yeah.
Ustinia, what languages do you speak?
Elvish, Common, and Uteshian.
Damn it. We don't
What
speak
are you
any of the
after?
same languages. I was going to try and talk to him to say roughly what I think that the scrolls might be worth and that I think we're good to go.
I mean, you can't just say
Because
that. in
he's
common.
guarding the door.
You also have the sending stone. Don't forget that.
but he says it
I
out
have to-
loud.
I
the
have to
sentence.
say
Oh, I
it.
thought that was like a mental thing.
It would just be like you suddenly just hear devil and it'd be kind of weird. Because the sending
Like
stone, I'm
feedback
assuming, has
loop?
like a couple of millisecond delay on it, so it'd just be like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like when you're on the
It's got-
phone with somebody. In
your
the same
ping's a little
in your-
high with the sending stone.
It's like when you're.
Uh,
It's like when you're on the phone when
feedback
someone
loop.
calls you and you're in the same room and you're like, oh,
using
Calling me,
two
I'm
sending
standing right
stones
here.
at once to talk to the same person. Just like
I want to test the lag latency of these two.
just see their like nosebleed. Like
If we'll both go up together. I'll give you the money that was agreed upon. We'll shake hands and never have to see each other again. Or
You hope so, anyway.
again, I did offer. Remember, I have ins to many of the institutions around the Rawl, and I was willing to help you with that, which is a non-monetary benefit, but it still exists.
You wouldn't happen to know anybody who is super religious, studious sort of thing?
do you know anyone who specializes in the Crusades down to into the Grey
The
Waste?
Bahamut, the Bahamutian,
the
Bahamut.
Palorian Crusades against Bahamut? Any of those?
Why, yes, the order still exists, and you can hire them.
Aha!
Mm.
Yeah, a few academically, yes. It's not too. Yeah, it's a subject that is somewhat well known. I could.
Not to his
Point you in the
followers, I
direction.
say with snark as I point at the music.
I could point you in that direction if you need it.
What about minor deities? Any particular, like any kind of like demigods, for example?
Not theology's not the thing I get into much. Like history, more so.
Fair enough. Well,
That's
that's
kind of the circle I hang around in. We good? We good?
I think we're
Good.
good.
neither of you
Big
were
scary
hurt,
man?
correct?
No, we're fine.
Ustanir, I think we're good.
I concur.
Says shrugs.
Rivallon, are you okay?
What? Sorry. What?
He's just been
Actually,
staring
hold
into the
forward.
eyes of a
The
sky.
reason Isaac says is Rivallon okay. I imagine Rivallon has pushed the dead corpse off of the chair and fallen asleep on it. So he's
No,
started
he's
meditating
picked
on
up. He's picked up one of the skulls and he's staring into the eyes.
No, he's actually in the corner, just kind of sat down on the floor and has actually fallen asleep. He got bored.
it. Yeah, that's
Well.
what. No,
But-
or he's
but
pushed a
Rivallon
load of the
doesn't fall
skulls
asleep.
aside. Yeah, no.
He meditates.
He's pushed a load of the
I
skulls
can sleep,
aside
though.
and gotten onto one of the shelves. He's just on one of the shelves next to all the skulls, going, "I'm in my element."
Well, if
I'm
we're-
home.
if we're good, why don't we head back up and
Let's
we'll
leave
just-
carefully.
Bye.
I will
We
go
all
first,
Go upstairs.
along with you, Stinny, I assume.
all miss
You
a
all
step.
remember the various traps that you encountered on the way up, so you know where they're at. You've still marked them. There's still like a little flag or chalk mark, whatever you did for the ones that you found. And the side chambers are not disturbed. They look to be the same. And you head up and out of the mound. It is at this time. You're looking at around kind of mid-afternoon. You entered in there fairly early in the morning.
Yeah.
But you spent a good part of the day underground. It was, a long way down. Not a big fight, but it took you a while to do the argument and all that kinds of stuff. It's just taking some time. But you exit out of the mound. They're the entrance to the mound. Camp's still out there. People are kind of waiting around, shuffling around a bit. Reyes,
Just before we
It's
go
back.
out, I stop everyone and go, I'm going to run out screaming, oh my god, it's going to kill us all.
could you not?
Well, it'd be fun.
Skittish. No, skittish archaeologist.
Ustinia Baps.
That.
Oh, come on, it would be fun and you know it. You're being a
Look,
texture
Swedish
softy.
archaeologists don't want to
Says
cause
she's now
panic.
walking out. She's just walked past. I'm like, out.
Ah, you're no fun, any of you.
I'm gonna go get your payment, and I'll meet you
At the horses.
back where your horses are, and then we can never see each other again if that's what you want. You all head back.
Says she's
out.
going to annoy him every day by casting sending and talking to him.
Hey, Reyes.
Hey, bitch.
Just with me with the sentence done as well. We do it at the same time. Hey.
I can never get any sleep.
I'm
That
gonna
just-
just start
that just makes
pretending
me
to be
think-
the Skull King. Like,
You know what? That just reminds me of the Saturday Night Live, the curse, where it's like the sexy saxophone player just comes out every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dun,
I,
dun, 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 dun.
I really wish Artlocks, my chaotic neutral bard, had sending. Oh, the fun I would have had.
You
Are evil.
yeah. You head over to your horses. And it takes a couple of minutes. But Reyes comes back over, and he has a small sack that he hands to
I take it.
Who
hands
was
to
the
Sash.
least mean to him? Like,
Sash. Hands it to Sash. Give it a feel. It feels like, just from weight wise, it feels pretty close.
She's
to,
like, yeah.
yeah,
Is it?
250 gold pieces, which I'm being added. I am adding them to your.
party fund.
Add them to
Party
the party fund.
funds.
We'll like it's only 50 gold split. We'll be.
Yeah.
Not all of us are getting 50 gold.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're getting
speaking of which,
25.
Rivallon says, should we just make Mog a full member? Let's face it, that was one hell of a first test, and I think she acquitted herself pretty well.
If she's
we
still
can
willing
put
to
this
work with it,
We can put it to a vote.
put it to a vote. But
Okay, I vote yes.
Back.
Well, this is your thing. I'm gonna go.
Well, before you go, names.
Oh, name. Okay. Yep. He gives you a couple of names of individuals that you
And
can
where they're from, I guess.
and where they're from.
It has been interesting, Reyes.
That's one word for it.
I mean, I
Bye.
didn't expect to fight a giant room
It's
full of
been
fire
emotional.
things.
Neither I. Yep. Bye. Gonna go. Yep.
Isaac just mounts his horse and leaves.
Yeah.
Rivallon's already gone.
Yeah, Isaac is catching up to Rivallon.
Catching up to the discussion
Mog
of
was
the vote.
scratching Hope's nose, and she looks round, gets on her horse, and goes after everyone else.
Well, to justify, well, not justify, but support the argument for Mog. If she's still willing to work with us after taking that much of a beating, she's just as a fool as any of us.
She did take a hell of a beating.
And let's face it, if she's willing to work with us, she probably deserves us.
Anyway, votes.
Yes.
Sesh?
Yes.
Justinia?
Yes.
I think it's
Done.
unanimous. Mog, from now on, you are a full member of the party.
Mog, you also get a vote.
No,
Mog
Mog
turns around and runs the other way.
It's been
Mog
fun
just
tonight.
teleports, and all we hear is an ethereal laughter, and we just hear like, "I was the enemy all along."
Teleports,
Mog.
and it's the teleportation sound from DBZ. Shwing, shwing.
I hand Mog her share of 50 gold, and I like everyone else their share of 50 gold.
Oh well, I already put it into the party fund, so you'll have to divide the party
It's
fund.
just in the party.
or-
No, it's in the party fund. That's fine.
It's in the party
Put it in
fund,
the
leave
party
it
fund.
there.
It's a.
It's 250 gold.
It's 250. Just leave it there. Fuck
We'll
it.
use it to pay for like stays in hotels and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Shesh puts that into a different bag. That's like for like travel expense budget, like hotel budget.
We've got the company expenses.
Thanks.
Oh, that's mean, GM. Stop writing in weird languages.
Just
think
had a
telepathy.
comment.
I'm going to take linguist at level 12 and just take every language. Fuck
Hold
you.
on, hold on. I just had a comment here. With no women in the group, the other adventurers will talk. No, we
They already have
had-
a. They already
Yes,
have a woman in the
So
group.
it's just
She's a
saying
lady.
now. It's just
Yeah.
one sounds like a man.
Well, that's being
fair.
Dragon.
That's
Ball
very
for
mean.
ya.
I mean, to be fair, Sesh is 7'3" and like built like a small tree. So
She is the tallest, probably henchest member of the party.
incorrect.
terms of
Justini
just-
is more hench than I am.
No. You're like built bigger, like is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You're a
I'm
dragon.
just built
For-
harder.
He's just like layer cake of muscle. Like
Yes.
you cut into
Hey.
the muscle has muscle. Yeah, you know.
His bicep has a bicep has a bicep kind of thing.
It's like a lasagna of like strength and enduring. Like
I wouldn't mind getting myself a piece of that lasagna if you know what I'm saying.
Hence why Roach hates my character for being the Sentinel Barbarian build.
yeah. It's, anyway,
And for being
I think
goddamn
he
good
hates
at it.
all of us.
folks,
I don't hate
have
all of
another.
you.
I have a question. Do we
Hmm.
want? To, I'm suggesting we sell these scrolls, considering we have someone who can do this spell. I think
Where would
our
we
friends
sell
at
them though?
the
Because
magic shop
arcane
that we've
shop.
been, the magic shop that we've been buying lots of stuff.
Well, the magic shop will only give us a discounted price for them since they don't have a maker's mark.
Do these ones have a maker's mark?
let me try.
They might, but that person's probably been dead for a couple of millennia.
They're like that. Well, I recognize this mark, but it says in our book here they've been dead for over
They-
2,000 years.
Maybe that makes them more collectible.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, there is that.
If it has a maker's mark,
Fucking-
but it's a really, really
Fucking
old
scroll-
one. they could be
baseball
used
cards.
That's
It's like
canon.
the
You've said it.
It's a
It's like
Oh,
the
it's
black
just
holographic.
wizards.
scrolls.
Yeah, there's wizards going around pretending like they've got like a scroll of power and kill from like 5,000 years ago. It's like ancient.
Or it's like the chocolate frogs from, or like the
Yeah,
inserts
yeah.
from yeah.
Oh
So
my
we
God.
just
Oh
have a
my
bunch
God,
of
can you
wizards
imagine-
playing Gwent with fucking scrolls and magic.
Yeah, no. Can you imagine like Gwent, Hearthstone, Magic the Gathering, any of them, but in like a fantasy setting where they can like animate the cards like with magic?
Well, no, because if it was like those actual games, so you just
You're
mean
basically
murder.
describing
Because they just
Yu-Gi-Oh!
kill.
there, you
It'd
know
just
that,
be a
right?
way. It'd just be an extrapolated death game. It's stretched out a
battle
little
royale.
bit.
You're just
Yeah.
describing Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all you're describing there.
They're all infused with like little like what's it called, like illusions and stuff that just like they actually come out the cards and like
Can we talk about the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh makes no sense in the Yu-Gi-Oh series? The fact that Blue Eyes
Yes.
White Dragon only had 4 fucking cards ever made, that makes no sense because it's an actual commercial product that in the universe is being
Yes.
made.
Like they
Why
make
is
that
there only
card
4 in the
super
world?
rare, but
And
they
then
wouldn't
there's
make only 4.
Exodia.
Yeah.
Like,
Like
yeah.
Exodia.
Why?
also
does that-
for Blue Eyes White Dragons there's combination cards. One of them requires having 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
need to either, if you don't have all
Also,
3 of the
Side
of the
tangent.
three sets.
Kaiba is the embodiment of the worst thing. Oh, I got a 4th card, but I can't use it. fucking Blue Eyes White Dragon. Did
Yeah.
anybody else remember that? He tore up the
Yeah.
4th one in the series.
That's like first
just because
episode
of
of first series of Yu-Gi-Oh. That's like the
Yep.
first thing that ever happened.
the fact that I remember that, I hate myself.
I didn't.
hate
I
myself.
preferred Yu-Gi-Oh GX to Yu-Gi-Oh original.
just-
I hate you so much.
your move, my move.
Card games on motorcycles.
That was 5Ds. That was 5Ds.
I
That
know.
wasn't- which was
I-
fucking
it-
When
terrible,
we get
by the way.
back to town, I'm gonna go try and sell those scrolls.
I think I lost interest when it hit to the point that they realized the card game, as it was on TV, was not compelling enough. They had to add in that stupid maze episode. That's when I was like, "Fuck
Oh.
this shit, I'm out."
Although,
And tag
can we
team.
just
I mean, the
all,
card
can,
game's
can we
decent.
all, yeah, can we
It
all
just doesn't
agree
fit
the
with
like
TV.
Game Boy games of them are fantastic?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
those were great. I had
There
a
was,
Game Boy
um,
Advanced one. Okay, here's the. I had a Game Boy Advanced one, and I played it for must have been probably 30 hours or something like that. I was playing the shit out of it. overwrit my save.
Oh.
That was back in the day. Only had like 2 save slots, something like that. Overwritten it with like a test game and everything like that. It's just like, well, I'm done. I'm not gonna
never
play
play
that
that
over
again now.
yeah.
Yeah, you know what I remember? I remember playing like the Duel of the Roses Yu-Gi-Oh game, which was War of the Roses but Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't even remember what the game was, but it was a really early Game Boy Advance. I had a Game Boy Advance. It was like one of the only ones you could
I've
get for
played.
the
I think I
Yu-Gi-Oh!
even still
time.
have my
It was
copy
really good.
of.
See, I played
some of
the Pokemon card game for Game Boy Color,
That was good
and
as well.
I played that to death. Playing
That's so meta
psychic
because you could just
deck.
play Pokemon on the Game Boy, but no, you're playing the
Yeah.
Pokemon card game on. That's
Yeah.
Yep, that was the thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
still
like-
have that, and I do occasionally fire it up and
That's
try
like playing a
and rebuild
Yu-Gi-Oh
my
game.
Ghost deck.
Wow, that's like playing a Yu-Gi-Oh card game, but you're playing. The cards are the Yu-Gi-Oh characters.
That's so meta. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to town.
Yeah,
Um,
let's get back to town, shall we? We'll save that
Are we-
for the Yu-Gi-Oh podcast.
After the Mech Warrior podcast.
These are all pilots. These are all pilots. You can
Yeah, after
you
the
can
Mech
go for it.
Warrior 5 podcast.
And we still gotta get the
And
politics.
the political
And
No.
politics
one,
podcast.
Realpolitik. Okay, so
We'll call it Pravda.
God damn you.
that actually sounds like
yeah.
a political organization.
We'll call it the IRA meets everybody else.
Okay.
Oh.
So the
Moving
so
on.
you go to Ellis Arcana. You go to Ellis Arcana. Same little shop, or not a little shop, but same shop that you've been to before. So you're trying to sell these scrolls.
The four scrolls of Speak with Dead,
Okay.
and I'm going to be some scrolls here. Quite rare. In fact, these could also be doubly sold as artifacts. They were created quite a
Don't
long
ask where we
time
got
ago.
them.
Don't say things like that.
I'm not in the shop.
Don't ask where we got them. Well, now I need to ask. I'm here to sell this pistol. Don't ask where I got it from. Well, I have questions.
Well,
How many
shit.
homicides?
At least 2.
Has a cop been killed by it? Nope. All right, I can give you 10.
Look, I know it's like a 75-year-old pistol that has like proper ivory engraving and like proper like high car stuff. I can give you $5.
$5.
$5.
$5.
$10 is my highest. Yeah, I'm good.
I gotta make a profit on it.
And if I do
You
say
get
so,
like it's like a
beautiful
young guy.
made.
He's a young guy who's behind the counter, who's helping you. It's like looking him over. It's good quality stuff. Goes to like a little catalog with parchment and kind of flips through it. What's your name, by the way, sir? Or do you have? I think I saw you. Your group was in here earlier yesterday.
Yes, I've got a standing order in, and so do many of my friends.
Can do 242 gold pieces per.
$242 is a bit of a
Make it
strange number
250.
for the books. Could you make it 250 each? Persuasion check.
Make a persuasion check.
Sash is outside. Like shit, I should have cast enhance ability on him.
Oh, natural one. Okay.
240.
Can I re-roll that with my necklace?
You can't see yourself.
You're using the necklace to re-roll that. You
mean, we're
still
out
have the
covered now.
after that fucking fight. You didn't use the necklace. I just realized that you had the ability of making
There
anything
wasn't any
re-roll.
crits. Yeah, there weren't crits.
Yeah, there were.
Were there?
Yeah.
Or did they have like a
Loads of
-1 or
ones.
something?
I had loads of ones.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You can force friends to re-roll if they failed.
No,
you
I-
motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yes.
you know I can. Yeah, I can. Shit.
Yes,
Well,
you can.
I
you son
guess,
of a bitch.
Bastard.
Where we have
Now you're using it to get a
I guess-
better price on some scroll.
You could have saved. You could have saved Mog from taking shit, or you could have forced a re-roll when Rivallon took targets of opportunity. There were so many times you could
No.
have saved people.
No. I can't do this now either. The wording changed, remember? It's only if an enemy does it.
Oh, was it? Did we
Yeah.
change that? Did
Yeah.
we specifically change that? Because you did that.
Yeah.
I let you do that one time, didn't I?
I like
One
how we're all
time.
laughing at him, and now all we realize, oh, rules
Yeah,
change.
no, I actually.
Well, I
just-
wrote it, but I wrote both, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
So
It got changed.
Star Paylor.
I mean, you can.
I mean,
you
I've
can,
just had it open. It's enemy only, so I can't re-roll it. So that's a 5, because there's no natural ones on.
Okay. Well, then I'm just gonna say, this guy is not your enemy.
No, I know.
Yep.
I know. I can't roll it. I said
Yeah.
that's what I just said. I've
Oh,
got
okay,
a 5.
Okay.
So yeah, that's a 5 because there isn't a crit fail in ability checks.
Yeah, there isn't a crit fail.
So
this
it's a
guy.
5. Do you want to make it
5.
250? He like coughs halfway through.
Looking at you, looking at the scrolls, looking at you, and the eyes narrow a little bit.
240.
Yeah, 240.
That's less than what you just tried.
Yes, it is. You rolled a 1. I mean, yes, it's a 5, but
It's a 5.
he has a
It's only
very high.
persuasion.
Yeah, and his insight's very high. And he rolled a 12, so he knows there's not everything's being said right now. These are really old.
Just take your 240 and run.
240 per. Take it or leave it.
Leave it. These are fucking level 3 spells. It's well cheap for that.
All right. Hands you back.
We told you to sell the fucking scrolls.
No, I said I was going to. I was just like, I'm gonna go back to the party and say, yeah, they tried to swindle them away from me. That they weren't paying a good price at all.
Fucking
Insight.
lowballing me.
Insight.
Yeah, insight. Unless you're going ahead and trying to lie, are you?
I'm
actively trying to-
I'm not lying.
Well, 242 sounds like a pretty. 240 even sounds like a pretty decent offer
For an
scrolls.
uncommon rarity scroll.
Well, I'm a merchant, Roach. Would I know?
Think what level you had to be to have Speak with Dead.
4.
4? Oh,
The
because
level
that's
3
right,
spell.
the first one. Yeah.
Which is half the level I am now.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you'd know it's like an average. You're looking at. If
I'm looking at it and I'm like,
resell-
they're gonna take some off of it because they're gonna try and resell their.
They're gonna resell
Exactly.
them. There's not. I mean, it's not. 240 is a bit of a low ball, but 242 averaged out. I mean, for 4 scrolls, bulk. I mean, it's not that bad. It's mostly just
She's like, well, that doesn't sound that bad.
the cost of making the skulls.
I don't tell
the
them
cost
about
of
the
making
242. I tell them 240. If I did actually say
Yeah.
a price.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
it
still
sound-
like,
yeah,
well,
it
that's-
sounds like a
that's
little
still not
low.
so bad. It's a little bit of a low ball, but
I still think we can get better.
probably. But
The only other
maybe
magic
off
shop
of-
you know of is in Gorgon.
if we
and
could
in
find like
Far-
a
in Fa-
cleric of the grave or something, they probably. But then again, a cleric of the grave probably already has the spell. If they're any good, so
Take the
you
money.
could sell them to a widow. She says jokingly.
Oh, that's fucking dark.
This is fucking dark. Wow.
Says she just went
Jesus.
all the way dark.
Jesus.
No, you went grey.
Sell them to a widow. Just. Where did you leave the insurance policy?
Where did you hide all the money?
It's not in the filing cabinet.
That reminds me of a Billy Connolly joke.
What's the
So-
combination to the safe?
Where he's got a kid sitting next to his dying father, and he's like, "Remember when you I had my last turn, and you said, Dad, where's your money?" And I went, like that. So you dug up the floorboards. Well, the only reason I was doing that is because I was too weak to do that.
Fair, fair.
For everybody listening to the podcast, an obscene gesture was just made.
When the podcast is released in 75 years' time.
When it's found as an archive.
Yeah. The only other magic shops you know of is a trinket shop in Fall Harbor and Gorgon.
So we're stuck with these scrolls for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I know if there's a magic shop in like Harmon or Alhood?
Oh yeah,
All right. I'm
Paramount,
like, well,
Paramount is a trade city. It's big. Like it's got a lot of shit.
she just sort of shrugs and says, "Well, after we deal with this, what did you call it again? Like a mott and belly, was it correctly? Like the monastery thing that we
Oh,
you were looking into.
the castle.
After we deal with that, we could head
Yeah,
to Harmon.
the fortifications. I mean, it was a very rudimentary drawing that I was working off of, but
Yeah.
Which is like,
Keep
"Bitch,
going.
yeah,
but
go ahead."
as what I could see was sort of one keep connected to another. One seemed to have a main keep building, others seemed to have smaller buildings around it. Both of them walled within a valley. Here, I made a drawing, and Isaac pulls out the drawing he made.
Well, she just looks at it and puts it on the table and says, "When we finish there, we could go to Paramin or Alhut and sell these scrolls or whatever we find there." So
Yeah. It
we just need to
depends.
find somebody
we might
who's
be
willing
going
to
to
do-
Paramin or Alhut first. We haven't decided the route we're going.
Well, the closest one would be
directly.
Paramount.
Yeah.
Well, and the closest would be direct. Yes.
We are closer now than we would be in Alhut or Paramin.
Are we?
Yes.
Well, that might not necessarily be the case. If I
But
look at
also,
the map.
does the place where we're at now sell desert supplies?
I mean, the steps wouldn't.
You don't
because
buy desert supplies. It's
You
more
have a
of-
cleric.
Who
It's
makes
true.
water?
Somebody who can
Suppose.
quite
You
literally
just
make
go.
water.
You don't buy desert supplies. You have a cleric.
You take
Par-
a cloud.
Like Sarkova's not too far. Neither of them are close. You still have
Yeah.
to trek through the central desert to get to it.
Yeah.
The way you know about it. It's kind of not equidistant. Paramin is somewhat closer, but the vast majority of that journey is in the desert. Whereas a good part of the journey from here is over like grasslands and
Yeah,
steppe.
like the bit of the steps, and then
There's
into,
also
like, the north desert.
you could take a boat. You could go to the shoreline, get dropped off, and then walk, and then you cut time and a little distance off the journey going through there. There's a couple of ways you could do it. It depends on how you want to go about it.
But
That's a question.
we've also got how many days left here?
6. At
Yeah.
least.
About 6 days.
Actually, no, it's 9 because
More
we've
than
got
that.
some things that are taking 10 days
Right.
to make.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
got 9 days left, which is all the days I've paid for. Comes to
Yeah.
2 days for the.
So I think the better question is there anything else we want to do with these 9 days? Any work?
Well, we want to
wanna try and
find. We
get
want to see.
done?
We want to make a decision on if we want Paramin now. Well, Paramin after we're done here, and maybe hire mercenaries there, or I'll hire mercenaries there. Go to some, or take a boat up the coast and cut time off. But that's going to be more expensive, and we aren't exactly swimming in money right now.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, not swimming in money in that if we had to pay for a boat and 70 mercenaries or something, it
Oh,
would probably
God, yeah.
cost us most of our money, which is probably what we want to take. So
But yeah,
it's a case of
you guys haven't actually done any planning so far. So you could take
Yeah.
you could say you could take a couple of days. We'll just say we could.
Isaac,
blanket
you
and
have a
say
map of the continent.
Take a
right?
couple of days and plans. Talk it out now and see
Yeah.
what you.
I
She's like,
do
put
want
the map out on the table and we can decide.
Okay, I got the map. The map is out.
What map are you looking at?
Map of the
We got-
continent.
We've got the world map one, haven't we? And I've
You
also
got a
got
raw. You got a raw, and you got the world map. Both of them give you a decent if you want to know the location of the cities, the world map gives you the location of Paramin and Yalhut.
Which one has the X on it? That Isaac drew.
Neither of them do, but I can put them
No,
down.
the
on-
Aral one has it because it's got the grey wastes and then it's got the X in the middle of grey wastes.
Okay. I put the X also on the world map as well.
Cash.
It's like dead center of the Grey
Yeah.
Wastes.
Whilst
Yeah.
whilst the planning is going on, Mog is going to ask for the full story of what's going on. So you can info dump on her, just so she isn't behind.
Okay.
Are we in a
Rivallon will
public
take care
space
of the
right
info
now?
dump because he's just like, I'm bored, I'm doing nothing.
Okay.
Are we selling
No worries.
things? Are we not selling things? I don't know anymore. Mark, let me tell you what's going on.
All right.
Okay, there you go, done.
Yeah.
Mog, you are loaded down with knowledge.
And yeah, and
terrified.
yeah, and terrified of the fact that Rivallon is just going, no, I'm going to kill this demon.
As far as I know, Paramin is like on that little lip. So, like if you're coming down the right hand coast of the Grey Wastes, after the first kind of curve, it's sort of on like the little lip after the next one, and then Alhut is like on the actual peninsula.
Alhut's on the tip of the pig.
It's on the God's Horn.
Yeah,
which is what it's called.
Which is kind of like the way where we are now is a lot closer to. It's a lot easier travel because you can go to the steps, which is easier traveling, and then cut through. And if you really wanted to,
Which was our original plan as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was our original plan to cut down through the steps.
Yeah, but then you double back into Takova afterwards. After you get hunt. So yeah.
So yeah, I think Sesh will say I think we should stick to that plan because it seems to be the one we all sort of thought on and got in our heads correctly. Because if we start throwing more curveballs, who knows what could get in the way? A bad sea storm.
Yeah, it's just it's how you want to go about it.
Yeah, like a bad day at sea could cost us a week to travel.
Any of the names I was given by the archaeologists, were any of them locals?
One of them was. He gave you like they work in the library.
I'm gonna search that person out.
Okay. You have.
It can't hurt for us to try and get more information on the wars and the area, what we're going into.
So you.
I'm gonna go up to my Uteshian friend and say, "We've got a new member of the team. We should go out and celebrate by getting everybody drunk."
They can agree to this.
Yeah,
I can agree. I was expecting Justinia to go.
You haven't had a party night, Morgan, until you've gone out with Rivallon and Justinia.
Really drink.
Yeah, you will tonight.
You
She's just sitting in the corner. She's just sitting on the table watching this happen.
I'm having college flashbacks.
All I'm
All
gonna
my
say
friends
is
are
this.
drinking while I'm going to the library.
If Justinia gets hungry, don't let him have a kebab.
What's a kebab?
Good.
Sesh
Good.
looks at you like you have two heads when you say what, like.
Yeah, that's from her area.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, so you so
Drinks are on me.
Isaac, while they're partying, Isaac, you've given a name. You were told it's an elf woman named Madris, which is Mike Alpha Delta Romeo India Sierra. Get your fucking notes out.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Sorry, Roach, not the belt.
What you need is a book of Isaac.
Book of Isaac.
He has a book of Isaac. That's the problem.
Yeah,
So
I have a book.
Okay, can you repeat that spelling for me, please? Oh, wise DM.
Mike Alpha Delta Romeo India Sierra.
Mattress. Okay.
It
Elf.
does not take you long. Elf. It doesn't take you long. You were given like the area she works. It's over the because like we're saying this is over a few days that you're researching, planning things out. You have time.
Getting Mog drunk.
Yeah. You find her one day you were pointed to where she's at. Say fairly like middle-aged elf. Like if she could have mom genes, kind of kind of elf, stalking like a shelf in the library. When you show up or when you find her. Yes, sir. Can I help you? Are you specifically looking for any book or
Hello,
anything in the library?
are you Madras?
Yes.
Hello. I've been recommended you. I'm looking for help, and apparently you have a certain area of expertise that might be of use. I'm trying to research into the Pelorian crusades against Bahamut within the Grey Wastes. Um, I
Yes,
myself am an
yes,
Inquisitor of
I
Pelor,
wrote
and
a few books on that subject.
I've been tasked a mission down there, and I feel your expertise might be able to aid in
What
that.
specifically are you looking for? Or
So
knowledge do you require? What is it?
I came across this.
Oh, that's what that damn ping is. Somebody direct messaged me, and I thought it gives the Windows notification like doing. Like thought
Oh.
I was clicking something on my computer.
What?
Roach
Yeah,
thought
no,
somebody was like, Roach thought his computer was breaking.
no, somebody was
Oh, no.
PMing me.
Oh,
Yeah, I
right.
thought something was going on with my computer.
Um, I grabbed the info that I've got. I've in my own research, I've found about this citadel of Bahamidian Knights, the Blue Dragon Flight, I believe. They had there was this citadel. I was
Yes,
just
they
wondering
were
if
a relatively organized large group of Bahamidian dedicated soldiers and priests. They were essentially wiped out about 300 years ago.
yes. And as I understand it, in the overarching of the crusade, the it was a Paleorian crusade that ended in a sort of they didn't actually get much out of it. It was a bit of a failure.
The Second Crusade, yes.
Okay, it's the second one. Okay, didn't. Um, and this citadel, how long had it been there? Like beforehand, has there been any people
I
venture
believe off
there
the top of my head,
since?
a few hundred years it had been since it had been established. It was a strategically important area along a trade road, though that's no longer in use, as far as I know. It's after it was attacked and sacked, it has been, I'm assuming, left to the deserts. There hasn't been any reports or any news that I've received that it's been uncovered.
Uncovered, as in location lost, or
No, it's in the center of the central deserts. I mean, you do know what happens during the winter.
I'm from the Cardinal Empire.
Oh. No, the winter season is the time of the dust storms. So it's most likely
Gets
buried.
So the map that I found is probably extremely out of date.
It's most likely, yes. Though I'm not entirely sure. I don't know the specifics. I just know I know of the group and I know its location. They had a few citadels. Though you said the central desert, so it's most likely. So it's the specific one. I know that one of the last of their bastions. But I don't know the specifics of it. I don't have a encyclopedia of situation.
No. Do you know what happened to the Order of Bahamidian Knights at all
Yes, they were
after?
mostly killed off.
Right. No stories of any of them wanting revenge in terms of act, especially like going after generals that may have sacked it? Any vengeance stories out of that? at
Well, if
all,
it's the one
maybe?
I'm thinking of, there wouldn't be any generals to kill that sacked it. It was very. It says the story is that the sacking force were destroyed in a dust storm after the sacking was completed, and so both were annihilated.
Ah. Interesting. That's good to know. Thank you.
Though we kind of need to end the session here. 'Cause
Yes,
we
that
have
was
reached the end.
perfect.
Yeah, with that bombshell.
Ooh, so they were interesting. Interesting. Anyway, well, we survived, everybody. Yeah.
Yay!
Join us.
A bad roll, a single roll.
Yeah. It's been a roll. It's been a world of either really, really good rolls or really, really bad rolls tonight. It's been no middle grounds, really. No real middle grounds tonight. But anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed this week. It was a big long battle and then just sort of tapering that to a close. But next week we will be, well, I guess we'll be beginning our next leg of the journey, I suppose, depending on what the party want to do. But anyway, thank you to Commissar Roach for DMing this campaign and continuing his writing, etc., etc. And then thank you to all the other people that have joined me. So we've got Utari Onzo, we've got Rival Zone Gaming, we've got Surely Only Mikey, and we've got Red Moogle, and I, of course, am Midgeman. And we will see you next week. Goodbye now.
Bye.
Goodbye now.
Fantastic.
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 Also, there's a reason I'm PMing people is because I knew the session was coming.